Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Friend Zone. This is episode 4. We're joined by all three best friends tonight in-house. My name is John. Alongside me, Curtis and Josh. How are we doing tonight, guys?
Pretty good. See that Phillies game, man?
Yeah, Phillies locking up the bye tonight.
Lock it up.
They did lock it up, and you did not text that, so I'm very disappointed in you.
I forgot.
But yeah, we'll get into that later. I guess right now we'll start with, the hottest topic of the week, which would be that Eagles-Rams game from Sunday. So whoever wants to start on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start if that's cool. I think I've been calling it in my head kind of the Fred Johnson game after seeing the statistics.
I like that.
Matt Pryor looked, I believe, looked horrible. Full disclosure, fell asleep at halftime and woke up 2 minutes into the third quarter and was like, what the fuck happened? Because it just looked like I fell asleep right at half, and I was like, "This is going to be one of those games." I set an alarm. 26-7. I was like, "It's over."
19-7 at half. I'll save you guys the comments. 26-7 with 14:06 left in the third quarter.
Okay, yeah.
At halftime, Jalen Hurts was 4 for 8 for 17 yards. So everything was like sunshines and rainbows, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shit was hitting the fan, and as much as I'm always going to be a Jalen Hurts guy, I love the guy. I was like, he had, every quarterback's going to have a bad game. And I was like, this just nothing looks good.
I don't even blame
but
Jalen Hurts.
It wasn't really even on him.
It was, I believe it's fully the OC. And I don't know, thank God we made changes and it looked good. So I don't know if that was Patullo, found another playbook that he had or what was going on, but I don't know.
I have no idea what happened.
A lot of speculation that Jalen Hurts was calling his own plays, but they've dispelled all of that. But I don't know.
I don't believe it.
I
don't believe what they say.
I think Jalen Hurts, that's one of his greatest qualities is his intelligence, I would say.
They played 10 quarters of football before that half.
Yeah.
And the offense did not look like that at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. And maybe, I don't know, maybe Sirianni had a play sheet. Who knows? I just in case. But I think I'm not, I don't know. My other big take from the game, I think that everyone probably agrees with, is Jordan Davis, pay that man. I don't know. I mean, losing 35 pounds has just made him a completely different person, legitimately, or however much it was. He just even physically, I saw an interview after the game where they're like, did you catch your breath yet? And he still hadn't. He was laughing. But he was like, last year, that would not have happened. And I don't know. He just...
Remember when he chased down Josh Allen a couple years ago?
That was crazy.
He ruined the rest of the season?
Yeah, literally the rest of the season. He was, incapacitated.
Boy.
But he is a freak athlete. And now that he's, in, whatever...
He's making himself some money next
He's at his fighting weight. And I feel like whatever it was, whether it was Ozempic, diet change, I don't know. I saw a lot of Eagles fans joking that he took Ozempic, and fine. If it worked, I don't know. But was very excited about
sponsor
him.
us.
Yeah, exactly. Was very excited about he and Jalen Carter. Just, I don't know. And they're such a good team. I thought it was funny seeing Jalen Carter talking tons of shit to Jared Verse and then running over and hugging Stetson Bennett and picking him up. I was like, oh, the Georgia boys, But yeah, I don't know. My take is, in general, we're blessed that we're complaining about how we win instead of, complaining about losing. But the second half, just
the way
absolutely,
we've been winning, other than Sunday, it's been pretty horrible.
It's true, but it's again, it's such a nice thing to complain about,
True, you got your point.
As a Sixers fan, it's such a nice thing to be able to complain about how we win instead of complaining about losing games that we should win. And I think the second half was obviously how we should win on paper, but
we are becoming a bit of a spoiled fan base, but I think we deserve it because we've dealt with a lot of shit most of the time.
That's true.
Yeah, there's a lot of unanswered questions, and I mean, I don't know if we left out. Jordan Davis had a great game, and I didn't go back and watch the tape to know enough of what Fangio changed, or if the Rams just took their foot off the pedal after they went up 19 points. But yeah, moving forward, obviously you just need to get A.J. Brown the ball with that long 3rd and 10, deep in our own zone, and A.J. was just a man amongst boys out there. He had his own version of the step over.
Yeah.
And I think this is why A.J. Brown is one of the best wide receivers in the league. I guess the other thing that the other thing we didn't talk about is like this game could also be the tale of two Josh Cardys, because however the fuck he was kicking that ball on kickoffs, no one seemed to know how to handle it. And I think our average starting field position was like the 11-yard line.
Yep.
We were just back there all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one drive was a 91-yard drive for a touchdown.
Yeah, game-winning drive, 17 plays, 91 yards. And I guess the only other
weren't that much better.
I think this weekend, to your point, absolutely proved that special teams means a lot more than we think. I think there were multiple block field goals that I saw, multiple block extra points.
Jets Bucks for sure.
Yeah, Jets Bucks
happened like 3 minutes after ours.
Yep. The Cardi, I mean, those kickoff plays, it just looked, whatever that style of kicking is insane. And I don't know if we can replicate that. I would love to. I mean, pinning your opponent at their own 11 every time is like, I don't know, it's a game of yards. And I just think that I agree that like special teams is so important. And I'm happy with Jake. He's looked good.
That long snapper, man, really did a good job.
Yeah.
Lovato must have been being a piece of shit last year.
Yeah. I don't know. But I think in general, like our special teams looks very good. But aside from the kickoff return, I don't know what. But if we can replicate that I think that would be huge. I
think that's all anyone's going to be doing this week is trying to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, it's
there's
seamless.
tape, so just look at it.
Yeah, it's true. But kicking is such a not weird, but like such a unusual part of the game that it's like, I don't know. I like watching a lot of the Pat McAfee show. They talked about it. Yeah, because he's going to for the brand, but I think it's
expert on the subject.
Yeah, that's true. It is it is an interesting. I don't know. It's an interesting part of the game, especially with the new rules. I mean, even the Steelers the first week when the kicker thought the returner thought the ball was going to go out of the end zone. Like special teams definitely matters more than we think. I think, but I don't know.
Yeah, these last 2 years especially because people used to just like kick it out of the end zone. Started at 35.
Aside from like Devin Hester, there was not much like a person that you're like,
at least now it's like exciting again.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely part of the game. It's the back half of your roster, especially special teams, linebackers, those type of players. Speaking of Marcus Epps, we just brought up from the practice squad.
Oh yeah,
it's a big special teams player for us, and potentially rotational safety.
Patrick Johnson also on the active roster.
Yep. Yeah.
I want to see what he can do because he's going to have to do something because Nolan's not in. But we're not even at that part in the pod yet, but we're still talking about the Rams. But
no, I mean,
we can transition to that. I guess the only other note I wanted to put out was Jalen Hurts was 7 for 9 for passes that traveled 10 plus air yards just in the second half of that game. And of those 7 completions, 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, just let this dude free. I don't think the conservative offense was on him. Obviously, he prides himself on not turning the ball over.
This has been 2 years now, though, that he's been working in some bullshit passing offense, it seems.
I just don't understand. You have 2 of the best wide receivers in the league. We've talked it to death. And then, obviously, after they opened that up, Goddard was wide open for that touchdown in the third quarter. So you see what this offense can be. And if everyone wants to keep bringing 8 dudes up in the box to stop Saquon, cool.
Okay.
Rip them apart.
We have 2 of the best wide receivers, 3 of the better wide receivers in the league.
I mean, we have
and a great tight end.
At his peak, I think, and this might be a hot take, I think A.J. Brown at his peak is the best wide receiver in the league. The type of things that he does, I mean, the Steelers game a few years ago, like triple covered. I just think at his peak, he's the best, and Devontae Smith is probably the best wide receiver in the league.
It's just the skill sets they bring are just like no one else has that. Like the Bengals, I think, are the only ones that are comparable wide receiver room wise.
Yeah.
And Jamar Chase is just like pure speed, and T. Higgins is a big body who can run a good route. But like
Jamar Chase really not doing anything for me in fantasy wise, which is bullshit.
No.
Okay.
The only other wide receiver that in the league built like AJ Brown is DK Metcalf, and like I'd take AJ 10 out of 10 times. I don't even care.
Yes.
Right. And then again, Devontae, opposite end of the spectrum, the smallest guy you've ever seen, but like he'll leave you in a fucking ditch because you can't follow his route running. So let these dudes loose. Obviously, don't get away from the running game, but we need to get these boxes unstacked, and then you can let Saquon loose too. It's just embarrassment of riches, and obviously we got to see what happens with Lane Johnson moving forward for the game plan. But I guess that brings up another thing. Do we want to talk about Landon now?
Sure, we'll get the
Sure.
Someone
Yeah,
just
now.
needs to come out and say what's wrong with him because that dude has no push off the line.
Yeah.
Well, his knee. He just had knee surgery.
Yeah.
Right
Well,
before
obviously,
the
and then he had a
season.
back
And
injury.
a back injury.
But
Yeah.
why are we putting him out there to just get fucking demolished?
Yeah, he wants to play. I get that. It's commendable.
Yeah.
But somebody needs to be a grown man and sit down for a couple weeks.
No, I
Get
agree.
ready.
I mean, for his safety, if like an opponent doesn't get him, Saquon will because we've seen him run
Yeah.
Mailata over.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
run Lane
Yeah.
Johnson over when he was healthy.
He's really
He
trying
ran
to get
Phriend
those-
Phriend Johnson over last
Really trying to get
week
those
when he
yards,
was.
man.
No, but 100%. No, I like Saquon. I mean, will run someone over, but I don't know. I was like, what is happening on the offensive line? Because obviously, when you watch, you never think Landon's the problem, but he's clearly the issue. I don't know. And he moves stiff after plays. He walks like very. I don't know.
He was
And he's
hurt
just
last-
getting driven back every.
He was hurt last
every
year
game.
when he took over for Juergens. He was
Yep.
hurt last year in the Super Bowl.
Yes.
He got that taken care of. He got hurt again in training camp.
I mean,
Got it taken care of.
he's a tough SOB, but
he
that's
just-
not after
yeah.
a certain point. It's like if your knee and your back are gone, you can't.
He might be hurting the team more than
You
he's helping.
can't.
Yeah,
hit
like
past
let's sit a
that.
couple weeks, get it right, come back 100%.
Normally, I'd agree. I heard him. Landon Dickerson is better than Jeff Toth or whatever the fuck his name is.
Toth. Brett Toth.
Brett Toth.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Jeff Toth.
Well, close enough.
But you get my point. He's
Yeah.
kind of a nobody, but he might be better.
I mean, I don't even
At
know
this
if we
point-
would go with Toth. Toth.
I mean,
think
he's the one that took over for him in preseason.
that's true. I don't even know.
I guess we could put Matt Pryor there since he can't be a tackle.
Yeah, I mean, maybe him. I think. I don't know. What scares me with Landon is like he was injured, obviously a ton in college. That's why he fell.
Yeah.
And I think again, like being really tough, there's something to say for that. But if you're a net negative on every
Yeah, you can't be a
single
liability
play,
out
you
there.
can't be a liability. Yeah, Matt Pryor is 6'7", 332. So putting him at guard might be. I mean, it's Mekhi Becton. Just put the big guy
I
there.
wouldn't say he's Mekhi Becton. but
Well, no, obviously not.
size-wise,
But I'm
yes.
saying size wise. I mean,
Mekhi Becton
somewhat.
was even Mekhi Becton until last year.
That's
so
true. Yeah. So, but I think.
Shout out Jeff Stoutland.
Yeah, I was about to say shout out Jeff
Stoutland, you?
Stoutland. He will absolutely carry us. I think, depending. And Lane's health is huge as well. I think, obviously, it's an understatement, but I don't know. I mean, we have. It's pretty much it. Toth, Drew Kendall,
Isn't he on IR or is that
rookie.
the other
No, Hinton is on IR,
guy? Okay.
and Cam Williams is on IR as well.
Fuck me, I don't know
But
anything.
now I'm literally looking at the roster. That's
Okay.
why I remember.
we
this,
released
'cause
that guy we
they're
got from the Texans, right? Kenyon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kenyon Green we released.
Now nobody got anything out of the trade except we traded like a.
We got Mechie.
We got
round pick
Mechie
for a fifth
for
round.
Harrison Bryant.
But I think we swapped the picks back on the Mechie trade.
We swapped, yeah. So we
So-
literally straight up got
so
Mechie.
we
for
just got
Harrison
Mechie
Bryant.
for Harrison Bryant.
Yeah. So I.
Yeah, technically that was a whole different trade.
Yeah,
So
I'll take it though.
no,
overall.
yeah, I like it.
I think Mechie's a good wide receiver 4.
How do you feel about you guys personally feel about bringing back CJGJ? In my opinion, it won't happen because Howie seems to not like the guy.
So I'm of two minds. Obviously, I love CJGJ. His personality is like
It would be great for
he
the defense.
embodies the city.
Yep.
It would be great for the defense, I think. I wouldn't say he's like a veteran leader in the
No.
in the
But
locker room.
swagger-wise.
But yeah.
swagger wise, yeah. But I mean, Makuba, man, he's just
Yeah, I like Makuba.
he looks
Yeah, I
like he
wanna
knows what he's doing. I'd rather him get the reps, I think, right now.
Why is Sidney Brown still
Yeah, Sidney Brown looked terrible on Sunday.
Yeah.
being on this team, like in any capacity?
I mean, I think Sidney Brown is a really good special teams guy. Speaking
Sure.
of, I guess
Have him
that's,
do that. Stop
that's my
starting
thing this episode is special teams. But no, I think he is a good special teams guy. But
special
Reed
teams for
and,
special man.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, if CJGJ came back and then it got Sidney off the defensive side of the ball altogether,
I
I'd be
like
down
that.
with that.
Do we know if CJGJ ever moves up into the box and plays slot at all?
Well, I would
don't
say I think
so.
Makuba.
But
That's
yeah,
where you put
could
Makuba.
be- yeah, and then I don't know. I like CJGJ, the playmaker. I agree with you that I don't know if the locker room and Howie like CJGJ, the guy. But I think
I think it's more
I think
management.
A
Than
lot of the locker
Well,
room's
Howie
already
is-
used to CJGJ though, so I'm not worried
True.
about that.
True.
Like Quignon's gonna be Quignon, Coop's gonna be Coop.
Blankenship
Everyone's
looks like shit.
called. Well, everyone's called Reed the leader back there.
He looks
So
like shit right now. and
yeah,
it's
he looks
because
bad.
CJ's not there, in my opinion.
it could be it.
Could be it. I do like the confidence that I feel like it instills to have that kind of to not to use like a basketball phrase, but like the enforcer on the like defensive secondary.
Yeah.
I think it's and like Makuba's a rookie, so I don't know if he's probably not talking that much shit. Definitely not as much as CJ GJ would, but Reed certainly isn't talking shit. That guy's like the nicest guy ever. So from what it seems, so
Well, I guess the other thing is that there's a lot of reports that Fangio has told Keely Ringo that he's going to have to make a big play, and he needs to be ready to do that. So I don't know what his plans are for Keely moving forward. I want him to be a guy so bad, but he just
I think we need to move him
has
to
not looked like it.
because he just
That might be a better fit for him.
He's lost in man coverage, and I know we mostly run zone, but it's like zone where you don't like sit in a zone. If you see someone, you move up on them, and I just feel like he'll get like he'll have a catch on him, and then I don't know, he's just like not physically. He's like 6'2", like he should be at least making the tackle.
I mean, I vaguely remember his rookie year when we had that shit defense with the 2 defensive coordinators we had.
Oh yeah, Matt Patricia, who I thought was going to be good for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I don't know why you did that.
You ruined the Seattle game.
That game, first half, the defense played fairly well, and Curtis goes,
No, like not fairly well. They were fucking lights out, dude.
Curtis goes, I think the defense is fixed, guys. I think it's done. And then
to my credit,
a 99-yard drive from fucking Drew Lock.
Oh,
we
God,
lost the game.
Fuck Drew Lock.
On a Monday night.
So
that was supposed to be a Sunday night game.
To my own
Moved to
credit,
Monday night. Ruined the whole week.
To my own credit, I brought it up.
Everything.
So shame on me. That was where Curtis was wrong. As what's his name?
It's not all on you. Also,
Colin Coward does where Colin was wrong, where Curtis was wrong. Matt Patricia.
That segment's got to be really long if Coward does
you
it.
did have a boner for
He
Matt
never
Patricia.
admits like real takes that were wrong. He just he's whatever.
You did have
It's
a
in the
boner for
last
Matt
name.
Patricia for like a half of football.
For a half of football, I very much like Matt Patricia. But
You were just sitting there. Oh yeah.
well, I don't know about all that,
He
but I
was
definitely.
really, he was
that's
really
how-
good. He
that's
was
how I
really good
imagine-
for 30 minutes.
That's how I imagined it when you were sending that text.
Him and his fucking pencil on laminated sheets. Good job, buddy.
That guy, man.
I hope he never gets another job in football. Again.
He probably has.
I think he has one right
Yeah,
now.
he's probably.
Doing what? Is he a fucking vendor?
He could be a college football coach or
Sure.
potentially a
Isn't he at Ohio State?
defensive coordinator for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
All right, he's where he
What a
belongs. I
shit
guess.
fucking school.
To go from being a defensive coordinator in the NFL, a head coach in the NFL to a DC, like that's Chip Kelly was the OC for the Buckeyes last year, so that's like a fall
What's
from
Chip
grace.
Kelly doing now?
He might be.
I think he's still there.
That's what I thought too.
he might still be there.
He could be.
I don't know.
That's not really part of the podcast.
Yeah,
I'm
true.
sorry for.
Well, it's football, man.
He's the OC for the Raiders. I did not even see that.
Shit, that's right. I forgot that happened. Maybe that's why.
Dude, that fucking black hole.
Yeah, that is a
Black hole of information too.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess do we have any more Eagles takes?
I think that's all I
I
have.
was gonna say something. It's gone now.
Eagles Rams.
Yeah. Do we want to talk Eagles Buccaneers before we talk about other football, or do we want to talk?
We can go around the rest of the whatever you want
Just
to talk
briefly.
about. Week 3.
Yeah, we can briefly hit on what happened week 3, and then
I think a lot of the games were kind of expected, so there's no need to talk about it. A
Indianapolis
lot of
Jones,
them.
man. Can we start
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I would love to start there. Actually,
Okay.
that was that game. I thought was obviously it's the Titans, so
Yeah.
it's what are you gonna do?
But you take anybody out of the Giants organization, and they become.
They seem to be like great. I don't and
It's
Jonathan
the new
Taylor.
it's the new Adam Gase theory.
Yeah.
Anyone that
Taylor
escaped Adam
Taylor
Gase became
Thomas.
good.
Jonathan Taylor looked excellent.
He's
that
what some
guy-
might call a power beast.
That's true. But in all seriousness, he looked very good. I had. Did you have anything else on Indianapolis Jones?
No,
or-
other than it was pretty awesome. to
Yeah.
see him doing well.
I think it just proves how much of a dumpster fire the
That's
Giants
what I like
are.
about it the most.
Yeah.
I'm not even really a fan of Daniel Jones, but I think I like seeing the Giants let people go and then they become great somewhere else.
Well, evidently,
Especially when it's in an opposite conference.
Yeah.
true.
And they bring Michael Pittman back to relevance. And despite where he went to school, I do like Michael Pittman.
Fair. I think I believe, and I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe the Vikings offered Daniel Jones a contract. So it's interesting that maybe he has had the talent the entire time and the Giants are just horrible.
That's
So,
probably more the case than anything.
yeah.
I don't know if you guys have any more on this this game, but that'd be a perfect segue to talk about, was Sam Darnold actually the key behind the Vikings' success on offense last year?
I mean, I don't know. I think the Saints.
Wentz didn't play bad.
The Saints are a bad
No, he
gauge
played
also,
fine.
because like Darnold obviously like put up a
Right.
but I think the Saints are a really bad gauge of that. I don't know. I would say the Vikings are not like us, but they're like, I really like KOC. I think that he's a very good coach, and I think I think Carson Wentz played fine. Carson Wentz
He did what he needed to do.
He did what he needed to do. I'd be interested to see how JJ McCarthy turns out. That's my.
I can tell you.
Then
He's gonna be shit.
I hope so. He went to a terrible.
Also
school.
terrible school.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael Pittman was USC. I
Yeah.
just never really liked USC. Anyway.
Yeah. Actually, a random take. I don't know. I'm always on the watch of the first head coach fired every year. And speaking of the Colts and Titans, I don't know what's going on with their head coaching situation. I would imagine.
I think you get a long leash with a rookie quarterback, though.
True, but he has been there for what, 2 years now since they fired.
That sounds
Vrabel?
right. Yeah.
We're talking about
The
Titans head
Titans
coach.
head coach. I forget his name. He's a.
It's not Musburger. It's
no, it's not.
I feel like you have to.
that's the name that's stuck in my head.
Yeah. McDaniel.
Whoever
is
it
the
is,
other,
you
Mike
have to give him a
McDaniel.
little bit more time with the Titans.
That's fair. I think probably the Dolphins head coach will be the first fired.
And Mike McDaniel's got. I mean, he's the best betting. Brian Callahan.
Brian
So
Callahan.
he was hired last year.
Oh yeah, so maybe one more year he gets. I thought Cam Ward looked like a rookie quarterback.
As he should. I guess.
Yeah.
He might not even play this week.
Yeah.
He's a rookie quarterback in a shit organization.
Yep.
so
Exactly. So I don't really have high hopes for him.
Is
with
it
the
even
Titans.
Will Levis's fault?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
If you watched any
I mean-
Will Levis tape, oh my god.
If you're
There
a
were-
meme every week,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
It was like Carson Wentz level turnovers where it's like you just do ridiculous, like why throw the ball there, but none of the Carson Wentz touchdowns or
Okay.
any, like running
All
or
right.
anything like, he's a good athlete, but
All right.
yeah. The Packers Browns was a game that I definitely wanted to talk about.
Sure.
I've heard there's a lot of like speculation that I guess they're investigating into.
This is what I've heard. I haven't looked into it.
Yeah.
You may have done some more.
So I did a little more digging on it. I saw that $1.1 billion were thrown on Packers money line, and I was part of that. I threw 2 parlays and had Packers money line in there.
Makes sense.
How'd that go for you?
Not well, obviously. They lost in a very interesting game, and I know the Browns defense is. I mean, it's a former friend in Jim Schwartz and Myles Garrett.
Jim Schwartz is the D coordinator for the
Yes, sir.
Browns?
Yeah. Yep. Denzel Ward, Myles Garrett, Greg Newsome. They have a very good defense, but I mean, the Packers looked very, very like.
Who's that
beatable.
rookie? That rookie defensive tackle. He looked.
He looked
unblockable.
not Tyleek Williams. Is it Tyleek Williams? I think he's the sophomore. Oh, the white guy, Mason Graham.
Yep.
Yeah, Mason Graham.
They could not stop him.
Yeah, he's a
He's
monster.
also not white, but that's.
Oh, I thought he's white. Well, either way, he went to Michigan. I know that. But yeah, Mason Graham was a monster.
Did you guys see that video of Myles Garrett on the sideline talking about how he beat the tackle so clean that he just turned around and at the top of his lungs was like, "Jordan, run!"
No, no.
I did not.
You'll have to look it up after this
I did
because
not see
like
that.
Myles Garrett making fun of this dude is so funny. It's also like, what a fucking freak.
Yeah,
Did he-
Myles Garrett.
Did he do
is-
that during the game or is that after?
Yeah, he was on the bench and he did that like high pitched voice too. He's like, he turned around, he's like, Jordan,
Maybe I can find
run!
it.
Myles Garrett is low key. I mean, if it's not Micah Parsons, he's the best. Maybe Pat Surtain. There's like the best defensive player in the NFL right now. Like Myles Garrett is a freak, but I don't know. It's just interesting in general that the Packers lose, but I guess I don't know. It's any given Sunday, and as I said, the Browns defense is really good, and it was a close game, so it's not like crazy. But I have been seeing a lot about how. I don't remember who it was, if it's like the gambling commission or something is like some government entity is looking into it. So
Yeah, that's
just an interesting
as much as
thing
I
to
know.
look at. Yeah. Going forward. Other than that,
Quinshon Judkins is apparently a guy and like not happy about that, but for lots of reasons.
Steelers Patriots was terrible. That was a game that both like the worst offenses in the NFL. There were 5 turnovers by the Patriots, and 2 were in the end zone. So I don't think the Steelers are going to do really anything this year if they can, if that's what they're doing against the Patriots.
How many were Drake May? I was told this is his year.
1. So he threw an interception, and then there was a fumble by the running. I think there's a rookie running back up there. The Ohio State
Henderson.
Yeah, I think it was him.
Travion.
It might have been a wide receiver that fumbled it, but either way, somebody fumbled in the end zone. So like right, on the goal line. So
Steph Diggs, he's got a kid to worry about.
That's true. He's got a lot of things to worry about. But so that was
Steph Diggs too.
He got Cardi B pregnant.
Yeah, and she's there's a lot of stuff with Offset and all that.
We had a loop here, but that's fun.
It's rapper stuff.
I learned about Juice WRLD today, and I now learn about this.
There you go.
So.
For next week, I think this is the most important game that we are talking about. That's not the game, or not our game this week. The Jets and the Buccaneers. We cannot leave Baker with any time on the clock.
No,
Well, that's going to be hard
It's
to
gonna
do
be a really tough game.
without a pass rush at this point.
It's going to be a very tough game. I don't have high hopes for it, but I think just Baker looks like
The man.
the man. I mean, he's like a easy.
It took him years, but
Yeah.
he's
Hey.
got something.
Even with the Browns. I mean, he won a
He's always
playoff
been the
game
man.
with the Browns.
all
Yeah.
the man ever did was win, and everyone just kept passing the buck. He's Tim Tebow,
Yeah.
more talented Tim Tebow.
way more talented.
Way,
You
Well, yeah.
can't say he's Tim Tebow.
I am the biggest Baker
he can throw a
Mayfield
spiral.
lover anywhere.
You think he's Tim Tebow-esque?
What did Tim Tebow ever do wrong?
He couldn't.
I'm
throw
not-
He can throw a spiral.
All he did was win.
He had
I
moxie.
don't understand.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
but
understand why they didn't give him another shot. I guess when
Well,
you
that's
have a
fair.
chance.
Baker Mayfield talent wise is way better than Tim
Oh,
Tebow.
Yes. Okay. That's
And also, I
Okay,
guess
all
when
he
you-
ever did was win in the Browns, and they gave up on him. He went to the Panthers.
He won.
All he ever did was win in the Panthers.
And he did.
He
headbutt
won
guy
on the
without a
on the
helmet.
fucking Rams,
with
learning
2
the
days
playbook
notice.
on the plane. Now he's on the Buccaneers, and they're finally like,
Why
okay.
did the Browns get rid of him?
Well,
It's the Browns.
Browns are gonna Browns?
It's the Browns.
are we talking about the Browns or the Rams? I don't know why the Rams.
Why did the
give him a
Rams
shot.
get rid of him? Did they have?
They don't think they had Stafford at that point.
Yes,
No,
they
Was
did.
that the year before
No,
Stafford?
No.
No, they
Stafford
won a
was
Super Bowl.
Stafford got hurt.
Stafford was injured.
Yeah.
So
they
I
had
guess
Stafford.
I see that.
So
Why
the
did Panthers
Browns
get rid of him?
The Browns
I don't know why did the Panthers sign him and Darnold in the same offseason?
and
Panthers
get
don't know
rid of
what the
both.
fuck they're
Can we
doing.
go back to why
That
the
too.
Browns?
That
why,
too.
Can we go back to the Browns?
Is this called ADD the podcast?
This is, but can we please go back to the Browns for a second? Baker Mayfield, after 17 quarterbacks in 17 years,
Yeah, I don't understand why the
Took-
Browns got rid of him.
took the Browns into Heinz Field and won a playoff game. He separated his shoulder the next year and played through a separated shoulder, and they still got rid of him. I believe that's what happened. Maybe
Is
it was
there
a year
a
after
reason
that.
why? Or did they get rid of him because they had a chance at Deshaun Watson?
I don't know. He's
I
not
don't
like
know
a
if
personality
Stefanski liked him.
conflict.
I don't know if Stefanski liked him. I think there was like
But
beef
was-
there.
did-
As much as I love
Was he
Stefanski.
still on the team when they got Deshaun Jackson? Or Deshaun Watson?
Deshaun Watson. No.
Okay.
No, they had a year in between, or like a. I don't know if they had a year in between, but he was not on.
Was
the
it
team.
the same offseason? Were they on the team in the offseason?
No,
Okay.
I remember he was like he knew he wasn't getting re-signed or whatever.
Okay, so-
yeah, like they didn't.
But the Browns have had quarterback issues since they've been reinstated into the league.
That's
Why wouldn't they keep the best one?
the only one that's won a playoff game, I believe, for them. And I could be wrong, but I believe he's.
Have you ever seen
Wait,
that meme with the
there's
guy? with the
or no,
shirt?
he might not have won. Kelly Holcomb. I remember he started a playoff game for them.
Okay, cool. Kelly Holcomb, yes. Woo!
Well, I'm just
Let
saying,
me look
No,
it
I'm
up.
not shitting on you. I'm just
stats wise.
Brian
Colt
Kelly
McCoy,
Holcomb.
he was cool.
Yeah, Colt McCoy was of their bad quarterbacks was better than
That was also my guy.
the other
They had
ones.
Kaiser White.
Kaiser White.
Kaiser White.
He's one of the
Have you ever
worst
seen
ones.
that meme?
Wait, no, not Kaiser White. Kaiser White's the linebacker.
Who am I thinking?
Deshaun
Deshaun
Kaiser.
Kaiser.
Deshaun
I
Kaiser.
knew there was a Kaiser in there.
Like Kaiser White is the because he went to West Virginia.
Sorry.
Wait, Kaiser?
Kaiser White,
Kaiser
not
White.
Deshaun
Deshaun
Kaiser
Kaiser
went
was
to
Notre
Notre
Dame.
Dame. Yeah, Kaiser roll.
This is now ADD. The
This
podcast.
is absolutely.
Welcome to the show. the 5 people that are gonna watch.
All right, that's what we're gonna change the name to. Actually,
All right. Well, let's getting us a little bit back on track. I'm not sure where we're at time wise, but I would.
29 minutes. We're doing
All right.
We're doing great,
We're
guys.
doing
We're
great.
flying through.
We're-
All right. So I would love to talk about
Penis.
CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud, I don't know. This has been blowing up on Twitter a lot. The videos of him. Have you guys seen the video of him and Caleb Williams from last year?
Nope.
You?
no.
So it's been blowing up on my Twitter feed at least.
Let me look it up.
So
Is this
yeah,
something we can play.
yes. So in like the post game, whatever, dap up, he like CJ Stroud and Caleb Williams like dap up, whatever, and he says something. I'm not gonna quote it, whatever, word for word, but along the effects of like, "Yo, just like stop taking those sacks." And Caleb's like, "Yeah, I got you," and was like walking right, and he goes, "Yo," and like pulls him back in. And you can see Caleb Williams' face is like, "The fuck." And he's like, "Yo, stop taking those sacks, blah, 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 and you're going to be fine in this league." And he's like, "All right, bro, all right, whatever." Since that moment, their stats comparable are so funny. Caleb Williams has been better, and Caleb Williams hasn't been that good. So CJ Stroud, whether it's his terrible offensive line, do you have it pulled up?
I think I found it.
Oh, God.
Let's see if we can.
But CJ Stroud's offensive line is potentially the worst in the league. And CJ Stroud looks mid without a good offensive line. So I think they're wasting one of the best defenses in the NFL with D'Amico. But the Jaguars stole a game. Either way, the Colts are going to dominate the AFC South through both of this. So that's my take on that game. I don't know if you guys had any thoughts on the Texans-Jaguars game or CJ Stroud, or I know you have one take on CJ Stroud. But
Well, no. When CJ Stroud came out of college, despite the college he went to, it's Ohio State, Josh. I did not think he'd be like a great NFL quarterback. And then his rookie year, he set the world on fire.
Yep.
So I was like, oh man, he's only going to like progress from here. So the fact that he's like taking a step back 2 years in a row, and I mean, Nico Collins is there. He doesn't have Tank Dell, so maybe he's missing a couple weapons on the outside, and his backfield help has been depleting every year. As much as I love Nick Chubb at this point of his career, I don't know that dude's going to be your bell cow running back. And obviously they paid Joe Mixon to do that, and he's lost to injury this year. So I think moving forward, people want to keep putting CJ Stroud on top 10 lists like Jaden Daniels, and like neither of those guys should be anywhere near Jalen Hurts at this point with what they've shown on tape. Otherwise, in this game, Brian Thomas Jr. finally made a sighting. I still don't think Trevor Lawrence is a guy.
Brian Thomas Jr. is fucking me in fantasy.
Brian Thomas Jr., the player, is awesome.
No, it's not
That
his fault.
situation is
It's
terrible.
not his fault.
Travis Hunter has been going down in targets, so I don't know what they'd spend a first-round pick on him on for right now either. Travis Etienne is the guy on that offense.
thank you, Josh, for that fantasy advice.
Yeah, I did. You're.
I was
choice
between players.
Somebody else and ETN, and I was like, oh, I picked up
Maybe-
ETN on my fantasy team. You should just do it.
Maybe Jamison Williams. I can't remember, but that feels like that was who it was. But I mean, he's been looking nice. I don't know. I think in general, the Jaguars are interesting, and Trevor Lawrence is very middle of the pack, as I would imagine you also were saying.
Right. I mean, every team eventually needs to give their quarterback, like franchise quarterback money, whether he's the guy or not. And like, that's the situation they were in. I don't know where he wanted to go with that. And I'm scared that he laughed about it.
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't know if you
You
had
got to
anything
give your
to,
quarterback franchise money whether you want to or not, and it's true. You
It
give
is.
some shit.
Oh, I thought you were going to have like a shit take on Hurts or Wentz or something.
No. I don't have a shit take on Hurts this year.
Thank
I
you.
know last year I spent most of the year shitting on him, but he looked horrible when trying to pass the ball a lot of the time.
I will agree,
And
or I
that
won't
Super
say
Bowl-
horrible.
My Super Bowl MVP?
That
Yeah.
Super Bowl, I was like, okay, something was wrong with the way the offense was being run in the passing game. I don't know.
Which Super Bowl?
The second one that we won.
Okay.
Because it was clear that he can do it. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck are we doing most of the year? Then?
Even in 2022, he had ridiculous Super Bowl stats. Like he would have been
He outplayed
MVP if he won.
Mahomes for
He
sure.
was better in 23 than he was in 24. Passing wise, sort of.
24. Wait, where are we?
24.
We're talking
was the
about Super Bowls?
Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
Okay.
23 was the 10-1
23
start,
and 25.
Then the implosion.
So here I have the stats pulled up. So you're right. In 2023, he had a higher completion percentage in our win, but he had more yards. He had 1 touchdown obviously in 2023. In 25, he had 2 touchdowns, an interception, less yards, and a higher completion percentage. So I mean, they're pretty comparable, but either way, 71% completion, 300 yards and a touchdown, and then 77% completion, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Along with his running, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I just think, who's better? You can name 4 better quarterbacks, even if you're being really, really like egregious with it.
Gary could name like a 31 better quarterbacks
apparently, but
because according to him, after Sunday's game, Jalen Hurts was a non-factor.
Well, we don't even have
Gary.
to.
Yeah, we don't have to trust that. I've told everyone, give me 10 quarterbacks you'd rather have over him, and I'll call you a liar 5 times.
Give me 5.
I called you a liar 5 times last year too.
Yeah, give me 5 quarterbacks that are better than Jalen Hurts right now. And again, there are 2 that you could maybe say at this point. I'd say honestly 2 or 3.
So if we're going to backtrack a little bit, I do have the CJ Stroud clip.
Okay. So I don't know what he got. He was like doing podcasts, sumo wrestling after his rookie year. And it's like, he put himself in his top 5 or top 10 quarterbacks.
I mean, if you should believe that.
Oh, that was on Micah's podcast, I think.
Yeah.
Should believe
he and Micah
that,
were like,
well, you don't need to say.
He and Micah sumo wrestled. And it's like, Micah can sumo wrestle.
Right.
It's Micah. CJ Stroud has had 1 good year. And I think they lost that was for you.
I wish I had before
I mean, dump it in.
Just
dump
transfer.
It in. We already have a
transfer.
Yeah. So you're playing the clip right now?
Really good. We could do that clip first. And then,
and then the transfer. Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's play the clip. He's like, look, come here, and pulls him over. So much confidence. And you can look in Caleb's face, and like he's looking up at the sky, like eye rolling, and he's like, I don't know. I think he's just like, for sure, whatever, and walks away. But
who was it? Caleb Williams?
Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams, if you look at them statistically since that moment, this has been all over my Twitter. I think I might have bookmarked it, but I'll pull it up in a minute. But I think in general, I don't know. I get being that confident after, but there's something to be said about a sophomore slump. I mean, even Jaden Daniels looked pretty human in his first few games. So I don't know.
It doesn't look like it did last year.
Yeah. And that's, I don't know. I don't know if we want to
do often. Well, Cliff was here last year, right?
Yeah, Cliff was there last year.
Terry's just definitely not caught up.
Yeah.
To where he needs to be.
That might be a good transition, honestly, with second-year quarterbacks to the Broncos-Chargers game.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix.
I haven't been paying attention.
A lot of overthrows. Wait, so actually, before we transition, so since this moment, this is according to Bleacher Report, CJ Stroud has had 3,800 yards, 19 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Caleb has had 3,900 yards.
Sorry.
Caleb has had almost 4,000 yards, 3,989, 27 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. So Caleb has had 8 more touchdowns, 10 less interceptions, and almost 200 more yards since CJ Stroud, quote unquote, little broed him a little bit. So I don't know, just a little embarrassing, but sophomore slump, I guess, or third year.
Yeah, we're on his third year.
Yeah, third year. Holy shit. But Caleb, whatever, looks good. I guess it's against his former head coach, Matt Eberflus, is the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, but he looked good. But Bo Nix did not really look good. I don't know
He's
if you
going
watched
through the
that game.
sophomore slump. It's not the end of the world.
That's true. There were 3 bad overthrows that I saw.
Not every player can be great every year.
No, that's true. It's very true.
It's very
but
true, but I
know-
guess Bo Nix coming out of college, I was like, wow, what a wasted pick.
Okay.
But like,
Me too.
I would never say I like Sean Payton, but I respect Sean Payton for the coach that he is. And if Sean Payton thought Bo Nix was his guy, I was like, okay, maybe this could be a thing. And then obviously Bo Nix had the rookie season that he had. And it's just odd to me with the caliber of coach that Sean Payton is that Bo Nix would take a step back because there wasn't many changes on that offensive side of the ball. You had J.K. Dobbins, I think.
Yeah.
And then you drafted a rookie.
We got used to him, I guess.
I mean, I guess, but
They
like
drafted RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey, yeah. Dude's
So
got
you
bigger
added-
quads than Saquon.
Yeah, you added multiple running backs like that should be better than Javonte Williams, I believe, is their guy last year.
And then I'm probably biased, but like Marvin Mims just seems like the perfect gadget player for any offense.
Yeah.
And like I thought Sean Payton would find ways to like work him in this year.
I agree.
Cortland Sutton, I think, is like the baseline for a number 1 wide receiver.
I'm high on Cortland Sutton.
I don't dislike Cortland
You know I
Sutton,
draft
but
him
like
every
I
year
just
in
don't know. There's like so many guys I would put ahead of him
Oh,
if
yeah,
I'm starting
absolutely.
a team.
Yeah,
But like
absolutely.
he is a wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Where there's other guys where I'm like, I don't know if they could do it.
He would be one of the best wide receiver 2s in the league right now.
All right. Sure.
Below Devontae and T, I would say. But yeah, he's a very like a
I
solid
mean, it depends on
one.
who the one would be.
True. That's
Right.
Very true. So very, very true. But no, I think he I don't know. I there was a 4th and 1 where they punted and they were like around the 50-yard line. Like I just
Cowardice.
Yeah, sometimes I worry about Sean Payton with that. I don't know. The Chargers look good, but I don't know how long that's going to last. I'm personally not a very big Jim Harbaugh fan, but
It's the Madison Beers effect, man.
yeah. Herbert looks. I mean, he looks
It's very early in the season.
True.
What do they call
But
it?
I mean-
September is Liars Month or whatever?
That is true. But the last 3 years I've been hearing, or 2 years I've been hearing about how theoretically great Justin Herbert is and how he's
He's
But I
above
think-
Jalen Hurts in all the lists.
in all the theoretical situations. I think he's 2,000-0. But like in real life, he blew a what? What did he blow against the
Oh, the
Jaguars?
Jaguars.
30
30 something.
something,
Hold on.
33-point lead.
4 interceptions, I believe. But he's finally.
4 interceptions. That was the Texans.
That was the Texans, but it's still. I mean, those
Yeah.
are the fact that those are separate games
Right.
is even more embarrassing. Dude, but I mean, he looks good right now. Good for him, Madison Beer. That's probably.
I mean, I think I don't know why the schedulers did this, but I think they beat all 3 divisional
Yeah.
opponents already.
They have. They're 3-0 in their division, so that I mean, even just
I mean, taking down the Chiefs is big, and that Broncos defense is no joke. So
that's true. That's true.
So it was a 30-31 loss.
So
Yeah,
30-point lead.
I believe. Yeah, they were up 30-0.
And in the second half, the Chargers scored 3 points.
So they were up 27-0.
It was 27-7.
Okay. Jesus.
So, and then it was 37 in the third quarter. And then
Oof.
the Chargers just lost.
Yeah.
Dougie P gonna get you,
it was-
man.
it was Dougie P. But that was Trevor Lawrence, and that's why I believe Trevor Lawrence got that contract that he got because of that game.
Oh, yeah.
Because
And he didn't play horrible that year.
to be fair, his rookie year was Urban Meyer, so that was
Yeah,
like the worst.
that's gotta be a
maybe the
wash.
worst head coach ever in the NFL.
What a piece of shit
that guy was probably the worst head coach
They
ever.
fired him
He got fired.
so fast.
Oh my god. He lost
You
that
have to be bad.
I think
for
he
the
lost
Jaguars to
every
fire
game,
you.
and then
That
he
bad.
was groping a girl on
I
camera.
mean, we could do a whole side podcast of how terrible of a human being Urban Meyer is.
That's fair.
Going back to Florida,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Covering up multiple murders, all that stuff. Well, allegedly.
leaving because you
sorry,
had
Urban
an
Meyer.
underlying you had an underlying heart condition and you wanted to watch your daughter play
Allegedly.
college football, and you're like, oh, I'm coming back to Ohio State. Don't worry
Hey,
about it.
Urban, don't sue us. Please don't sue us. But this is all alleged. But you're
It's all for fun and games.
you're still a scumbag. And yeah.
You don't need the money, bitch.
So Saints and Seahawks, speaking of Sam Darnold, I mean, the Seahawks are one of those teams that I feel if they make like a wild card, I mean, the 49ers are sneakily 3-0 right now, which is interesting, but I
Makes me
think
so mad.
I know I hate it too. But and also I have another 49ers take later that's not really kind of related to
I just want
football.
to talk about the Mac Jones quote at the end of the game about his interception.
Yeah,
Mac Jones.
Yeah. So Mac Jones. If we Saints, Seahawks, Saints are terrible. Sorry, Josh, but
I know.
but
My boy.
the Seahawks are one of those teams that like low key. If they make a wild card, they could make like a little run. They have a very nice defense.
Sam Darnold's playing well.
Sam Darnold's playing well.
Is he one of the highest rated quarterbacks?
He is right now. Kenny Walker looks good. JSN looks like a 1. I know we talked about how he wasn't, but I think he is at this point. He looks very good.
I mean, you got to prove it, I think.
Yeah, and I think I
think he has so far. Yeah.
Proved it. I mean, it's as we said, it's only 3 games through, so who knows?
It's hard to tell when like DK Metcalf's the other guy on the side of the field.
True. And Tyler Lockett was there for a while.
Right.
But yeah, I think Seahawks are not scary, but they're, I don't know, they could be risers as we go. Did anybody want to talk about Cowboys Bears at all, or can we just kind of?
I mean, ugly game. Cowboys lost CD. That team's just in a world of trouble right now.
Cowboys lost, right?
By a lot, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like,
And I think they were 5.5 point favorites.
I was like on
They
the
were.
road when that game was happening.
They were, yeah. It was Matt Eberflus, as I mentioned earlier. Was
What a piece of shit that guy is.
Yeah, he's whatever. Idiot. He was a head coach for the Bears, defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Caleb Williams just
Ever since
Took a
that game
dump on
he
him.
blew on Thanksgiving Day, that guy's a fucking
the Commanders game that was brutal with went to a
timeouts
good school,
to
but
use.
Tyreek Stevenson, and then not paying attention. But yeah, I think that both those teams are weird to me. The Bears and the Cowboys. I don't think the Cowboys will do any. I think they'll win like 5 games this year.
The Bears
but-
also aren't legit.
No, the Bears.
The Bears
shit.
are not, but I think they potentially with like their schedule because they lost the division last year, they might win like 6 games, something like that.
I think
they'll
at
be
some
around
point
the
Ben
same.
Johnson gives up on DeAndre Swift because outside of that first Monday night game, he's looking really bad.
It's like I think I sent you guys like the joke where it was like someone playing Madden. It was like DeAndre Swift be like, and it was like open hole, and he just like jukes outside to try to run it around. It's like it's insane. Just hit whatever. And the Bears' offensive line isn't that good, but it's not as bad as it has been. So
I would have to sit down and watch, but like something about Caleb Williams does not look like a real quarterback, and I don't know what it is.
It's the nails.
It's not the nails. I think
he's not quarterbacky enough for you.
I think his athleticism overcomes what he doesn't do fundamentally to be a good quarterback.
That's fair.
So kind of like Jalen.
And he's
Hurts
got
at the
crazy
beginning.
arm talent. Jalen Hurts doesn't have the arm talent that Caleb Williams
No.
has.
But I mean, in the beginning, Jalen Hurts' processing power seemed very
Yes.
little. Off.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
also even would say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the first 2 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think
he's completely fixed that.
Yes.
Other than the times where he just dances around the pockets, kind of makes me mad.
Wow.
Like,
I would
will
love to
still
look at who's
admit it.
open downfield during those times, but yes.
The year we went to the wild card and lost to Tampa Bay,
Yeah.
Tom
He
Brady.
was not ready
team.
for that.
No,
that
but
was-
like both Giants games, he played so poorly. I was calling for Gardner Minshew.
And he almost won that one Giants game, but Jalen Reagor dropped the fucking ball in the end zone.
Imagine
Fuck
that.
that guy.
Yep, imagine that. Where's he now? He's probably still in the
he's on a
league.
team
Probably in the
somewhere.
league.
The NFL's
I'm
stupid.
not even lying. He's on a team somewhere.
He's so fast.
He was in
I believe
Baltimore,
it.
I think.
He's a decent
He's
punt,
like a
kick
punt-
returner. Yeah.
He's a punt returner that nobody uses.
Yes.
And people keep giving him chances because he was a first-round
First
pick.
round pick,
But
man.
he shouldn't have been.
No, he should
We
not
could have
been.
had fucking Justin Jefferson.
Wow.
But our whole team would have been different.
Things would have been
He's currently not on the team. He was
Okay.
on the Chargers
But
last year.
He is what is deserved of him.
so.
Fucking
Agreed.
loser.
Agreed.
How much did our friend pay for that Jalen Reagor jersey that you made him throw out?
Well, he returned
He
it.
returned it.
Was it like $17?
I think
like
it was clearance. Then he just
$5,
goes, "This
yeah.
guy's not on the team anymore." And I was like, "Oh, Wentz?" He was like, "No, Rager." And I was like, "You got to get rid of
No,
that."
you have to get rid
This
of
guy
that.
that
They'll be calling you words, and you won't know
Yeah,
why.
this guy that we know that didn't know anything about football thought it was cool to buy a $17 Jalen Reagor jersey.
Yeah, you got to get out of that.
And
You
John
gotta
was
have
nice enough to let him know, don't wear that. Where I would be like, oh, cool, man. Why don't you go
Wow,
out,
what a steal!
go in public and wear that?
Speaking of duds in the NFL right now, Russell Wilson looks.
He just needs to go. Go retire.
It looks
You did.
terrible.
The Giants had so many opportunities to win this game
I
that
was
it's
rooting-
like it's sickening that the Chiefs came out with a win.
I agree.
It makes me sad to
It's a game
say.
that both teams try to lose, honestly.
It makes me sad to say that I was rooting for the Giants.
I mean, same.
I
0-3
wanted
Chiefs is
To
hilarious.
see the Chiefs go 0-4. Or
Although-
0-3. What was it?
0-3.
0-3, yeah. I mean, getting ahead of myself, but the Chiefs are playing the Ravens this week,
Ooh.
and they're both 1-2. So one of those teams is going to be 1-3. The AFC is fucking wild.
I think I have a
Who
guess
would you-
which team
Who would
is
you
gonna
root
be.
for to be 1-3 over the other?
Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
Okay.
Fuck the Chiefs. I actually
I just want to
low-key.
know where you
Go Dirty Birds.
Yeah, I like the
Okay.
Ravens low-key.
I'll root for the Birds this one time.
They're the Birds. They're East Coast. They're like kind of a tough city like us.
They're
I was-
AFC. We won't have to deal with them to the
Yeah,
playoffs.
exactly.
But
Bills
Super
and
Bowl.
to me, Bills and Ravens, I never have a problem with them. They're always like whatever. Plus,
Also-
I like they both have like quarterback. Not that they're whatever. Yeah, I think they're pretty similar. They have quarterbacks that are similar to our quarterback.
Yeah.
Like they run and throw. I don't
And
know.
we know that Cooper Gene can power bomb
Yeah.
Derrick Henry
Exactly.
through the floor.
Not to bring
Yeah,
him
plus I think we smashed both teams in a Super Bowl, so it's fine.
exactly.
We got this, boys.
Not to bring
When I
back.
say lock it in,
Well, probably not.
Week 3.5.
Yeah, we're gonna flip M7.
Lock it in.
lock it in.
We're gonna flip M7. But why do the Giants continue to try to start quarterbacks with a bad team around them? Like Jackson Dart.
Well, that's okay.
listed
Jackson
as
Dart's
the-
going to go in this week, and
Is he really?
Yeah, against the Chargers defense.
You have Jameis.
they're skipping J-Mo.
Jameis is there.
This was my
To be
biggest
the-
thing.
Do you know how fun Malik Neighbors could be?
But
I hate
Jameis
the Giants,
Winston.
but Malik Neighbors could be so fun with James Winston.
they knew that Russell Wilson was going to fail, so they signed Jameis Winston.
Use Jameis Winston.
Use Jameis on this shit ass bullshit team.
Wan'Dale
while
Robinson.
Jackson Dart sits there and learns.
How about Wan'Dale Robinson can run like a whatever 4-4? Put him on a fucking deep bomb and let Jameis just throw it. Jameis Winston might be my favorite non-Eagle ever. I love that guy.
I hope he's an
Peyton
Eagle.
Manning.
I think you also said
I
this.
really hope he's an
At
Eagle
some
at
point in
some
his
point.
career.
I'll buy a jersey if he is, but if not, I might get a Florida State
What
one,
makes
but
you such a fan of his? Like,
I just-
I'm not Jersey level. fan.
It's the personality, the just throwing the ball, like just throw the fucking
Okay.
ball.
I didn't know.
love-
You're going to get a Florida State Jameis Winston
No,
jersey
I was-
as
no.
a Pitt fan?
No.
I was gonna say I
No.
don't think you have any.
But I don't
ties
want to get any.
to
I don't want to get
the
a like fuck the Saints, fuck the Giants, fuck the Buccaneers. So like
The
what?
Browns are pretty neutral.
Yeah, I could get Browns. Browns, Jameis Winston.
I got a Browns Baker shirt. We
There
could
you go.
we could match
Yeah, there we go.
one pod.
I might do that, but either way, no. It's like it's the personality. I love the.
Do you want a Dante Stallworth?
Yes, that's actually real.
He played for the Browns, right?
Maybe yeah, but no, I think Jameis the video he's like the Lord has blessed me to play in the snow. I don't know. He's just like a very funny
I
guy.
pray for the Lord to deliver me from these pick sixes.
Yeah. Stealing crab legs. He's just like a funny guy. I don't know. I've always just like.
Yeah, everybody had such a problem with them stealing crab legs. It's a funny thing to do when you're in college.
I think he's
You're
funny.
like 19,
Didn't he
20.
get in trouble for yelling "fucker" right in the pussy in a library at Florida
In
State
college,
as well?
yeah.
Yeah, like I love James.
That was like right
Winston.
before the crab
He's
legs.
a-
thing.
Yeah, these are like the
He's
type
a
of things.
man-child athlete
Yes,
being
this
a
is
man-child
why-
athlete.
But this is why I like him so much.
I
And
was
he-
never not a Jameis Winston fan. You're making me a Jameis Winston
It's so
fan.
funny, like the fact that he led the league in touchdowns and,
And
interceptions, and
I
then got
remember that.
LASIK because he was like, "Oh, I actually couldn't see anything down the field." He legit got LASIK after that season because he was like, "I couldn't see anything," and he led the league in touch. I don't know. He cracks me up. He's like, I don't know. He's just very funny. So shout out Jameis Winston. But
What's the next game? Not that I'm pushing it along.
no, fair. I think I will reiterate that the Niners are quietly 3-0, and I'm not scared of them, but I think that that's something to
It's September.
pay attention to. That's true. But
Fuck
I
the
mean,
49ers. That's what I say.
well, I agree. But also, I saw another video of a 49ers fight in the crowd, and I love the reporter a few years ago being like, Philadelphia is such a violent city, blah, 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 blah. There's every week I see a video of like 15 49ers fans getting into fistfights with each other, not other fans. So it's like, I don't know, I just wanted
Well,
to bring
we get
that
the
up.
bad rap because the Santa Claus and the batteries and the snowballs.
I just wanted to bring
Let
that
it go.
up.
It was
so-
all over
Yes, let
30
it go.
years ago.
Yeah,
It's all
exactly.
every team has shitheads.
And frankly, I'll say,
Philly
like,
might have a few more shitheads, but not really.
frankly, like along this topic, my grandfather was a Nationals fan, and he would show up to games, and nobody ever said anything because he's an 85-year-old man. Like Philadelphia fans push the line, but they're never like. I mean, they're
Not never.
not never. There was a
some real
Rangers
pieces of
fan,
shit.
you know, but I think in general, like it's very overblown that we're like this, whatever.
So I guess my counterpoint to your 3-0 49ers, they beat the Seahawks, divisional games, so things are weird.
True, but I mean,
They beat the Saints,
well, yeah, that
Everybody beats the
that
Saints.
doesn't.
and
Unless you're
they beat the Cardinals. Divisional games are weird. Kyler sucks.
Kyler does
Marvin
suck.
Harrison Jr.
Yeah, he might be bad.
Dude doesn't even want the ball.
Did you see the video?
No.
There was a still shot of him with the ball like about to hit his hands, and he's just looking at the like ceiling or like out at the crowd or something. He's like not even looking the ball in. That's a
I get being a team player, but you got to have a little bit of diva in you to be wide receiver.
yeah.
No,
yeah.
that's what makes you a good wide receiver.
Right.
It's like,
Like you want the ball.
I
Yeah.
mean, you don't hear Devontae Smith say shit in public, but I'm pretty sure he's in there in the receiver room being like, give me the fucking ball, dude.
This is a very obviously like Philadelphia-based podcast. Marvin Harrison Jr. played in high school with Kyle McCord at St. Joe's Prep.
Okay.
So it's interesting, and I follow accounts that are like prep guys or LaSalle guys, and they're like, this is not surprising. Like he might have eaten off of a quarterback that isn't NFL quality, but was one of the best high school prospects. Like, I mean, he went to Ohio State.
I mean,
At
he
high
looked like a guy at Ohio State.
That's true.
He looked like the
did.
guy.
He did. He looked
Doesn't
like
every wide receiver look like the guy.
But he might be the worst to come out of that school.
And
Okay.
Terry McLaurin went in the 3rd round. Like they're not a lot of times the
Yeah.
Ohio State guys, and especially I saw a tweet that was like Ohio State wide receiver when they don't get the ball is just like sitting on the sideline, and an LSU wide receiver when they don't get the ball is like throwing it because it was Malik Neighbors week 1 throwing a tantrum, and then Odell Beckham all this whatever. But I don't know. He
But like,
looked
look
a guy.
right now. Who would you rather have, Marvin Harrison Jr. or Emeka Egbuka? That dude's fucking catching everything.
Emeka Egbuka, honestly. He
Oh, yeah.
looks
He's
might be
making like
Baker,
such crazy catches
but-
that Baker comes up and he's like,
He won that one
"Don't
game.
disrespect my passes like that. Put
True.
2 hands on them."
True. That was funny. Again,
love Baker.
Baker, yeah. I love Baker.
You're turning me on James, you're turning me on Baker.
Dude. What is it with the
The podcast
Buccaneers quarterback?
is doing its thing.
But it also is something to be said that, as you said, Kyler Murray is ass, and Baker Mayfield is top 10, if not top 7, top 5.
I just don't like.
So that is something.
You
but
can't
I mean,
have interview clips that are like, "It's hard for me to ask for the ball right now." No, fucking ask for the
ask
ball.
for the ball.
I will never be anywhere near this realm. When I played in high school, I wanted the fucking ball, and I would never have been like, "I can't ask for
Yeah,
the ball right
no,
now. Give me the
ask for the
fucking ball."
Yes.
Were you a tight end or what?
Wide receiver.
Come on, 86.
I was an X, bro.
Come on, bro.
Although I knew
86.
every position. I played tight end when the tight end was split because they would take the guy who was blocking out and let me go run routes.
I can see you asking for the ball, though. You're very.
Well, that's what I
All
wanted.
one guy.
That's what I wanted, and I would go over the
you
middle
love
and get
balls.
it.
You want the ball when you're
I
here,
love
man.
balls in my chest.
Give
You
me
know,
the ball.
Just
I got this shit.
John likes balls getting dropped on his chest. But
segue from that to get back on topic.
You're the wide receiver
Somewhat.
Of BK. Always won the ball.
He went
Always won
from
the
a-
Mac
tight end
Jones.
or wide receiver.
Mac Jones gave no credit to the defender that picked him off. He just
I
said,
love that.
he just goes, "I don't know. I threw the ball right at him. He didn't really make a great play." Awesome. Awesome. Just fucking take that
Mac
L and
Jones.
move on.
I mean, he's making money to be a very subpar.
Give no
quarterback.
credit to that guy doing anything.
I like how also they asked Mac Jones like, well, if he was going to replace Brock Purdy or whatever, and he was like, he was just basically like, no, like that's my guy. Like I won a game. Like it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
They're-
16 to 15.
I don't
like,
Yeah,
think they
yeah,
want to like.
No, they just
Brock Purdy.
paid Purdy too, so they're not
Yeah.
gonna. Yeah, no.
What a story that is.
Crazy, man.
Seventh
Jones
round
was,
pick.
what? 27 for 41. No, I think they're good.
Yeah, no. So the last and maybe like obviously two of the top 5 teams in each conference. The Lions-Ravens game was very interesting.
That game fucked me hard in fantasy.
I
Even though
have-
it's not my team actually, but I'm
But-
running it.
I have 2 takes from that game that I would like to talk about.
Sure.
The Derrick Henry fumbling issue.
Yeah, what a piece of shit that guy
I
is.
saw. Well,
He'll figure it out.
yeah, he'll figure it out. But I don't know if you look. I don't know if you look at his.
What veteran? What year is he in the league? He's already should have it figured
But he's
out.
never had a fumbling problem. He'll be fine.
Yeah, but I will say that to me the video of him being like, I don't know what the fuck's going on to his coach. Like I don't know.
I mean,
if
the
that's just
reaction
like-
going back to the bench was a little troublesome.
That was a little bit, and then the getting up and walking walking over. So he got up from that, walked over to his coach, and I can read lips. And he was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with me right now, or something like along those lines.
Oh, with me.
It was something like that. It was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now, or I don't know what the fuck's going on. Something like with me. I don't know what it was, but it was something like along those lines. And I don't know. I mean, they, as you said, they're what, 1-2. I think they're going to beat the Chiefs, but 1-3. It's not a tough division at this point, with your competition being Aaron Rodgers and hot girlfriend, what's his name, Jake Browning.
Yep.
And the Browns, like, but
You're
it's
good.
still,
You're
you know,
fine.
I guess that is, you're fine. But
You're playing good teams right now. You're not going to play good
true,
teams.
that's true.
soon.
Yeah, well, but I mean, they won their division last year. I don't know how their schedule looks for the coming.
I mean, it's probably tiring. That team just keeps winning and winning and winning, and then fucking off in the playoffs. So they're probably just like, fuck.
Yeah, and I think
it's going to get easier. So, like we said, they have the Chiefs.
Yes, it's going to get
I
very
have-
One of those
easy.
teams is going to be
The
1-3.
Chiefs are
Ooh,
shit.
it's going to get very
The Chiefs
easy.
aren't good. Their
So
defense
it's
is
Baltimore in Arrowhead. I think Baltimore.
Give me
is.
Baltimore
wins.
easy. Yeah.
good. The Chiefs are not good.
No, I
Stop
agree.
it. This lore of not you guys, but this lore of the Chiefs will figure it out.
No, I agree.
No, they have nothing anymore.
I'm
they
with
have
you.
Hollywood Brown and Steve Spagnuolo.
They don't have nothing.
So
Their
Rashi
defense
Rice
is
comes
solid.
Yeah, Steve Spagnuolo. They have the defense.
But I mean, roster-wise, their defense is solid. Like, I like Nick Bolton. I like Chris Jones.
But
I like
their
Trent
offense-
McDuffie is the best slot corner. maybe
We
in the
ruined the
NFL.
Chiefs. Their offense is Patrick Mahomes and old ass fucking Kelsey, who needs to retire and do his podcast.
Yeah, he's washed.
He's washed.
So
He's
right now,
done.
Baltimore is getting 2.5 points. So they're favored in Arrowhead.
I don't know why I'm yelling. Sorry, I don't.
Although I don't know why they're favored more than we were going into Arrowhead. That's pretty
14%.
fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up. But that the media loves, or it loves to hate the Eagles. My other take.
Nobody loves to love the Eagles except for us.
Well, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
That's why we're here.
Also, we're an hour in, just to let you guys
That's
know.
why we're here in the
Now we're
friend
only an
zone.
hour in.
If
Nice.
that means anything to you guys.
I mean,
That means we're an hour in.
Yeah, it's like that's perfect. I will say my other thing with the Lions Ravens, they had 2 90+ yard drives. So the Ravens defense looks. I mean, I know they didn't have Nnamdi Madubuike.
Does this include Dave Montgomery's like 72-yard run
Yes.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had 2 drives where I guess that's true. That does kind of like. I mean, it's still like Saquon.
Yeah, like you gave that up.
Yeah, like Saquon's
you-
better than
you
David
gave that-
Montgomery.
you said
So
you gave that up.
So, I mean, the Ravens
Yeah.
don't really scare me if they are. And I know we were just talking about how they might not even win their, or I was saying they whatever. But if they are our Super Bowl opponent, obviously that's crazy to even say that. But they don't look very scary to me at this point defensively. But the Lions look a little scary without injuries. I don't know.
That was my biggest takeaway from this game. I think that Detroit looked a lot tougher than I thought they were after Green Bay kind of
Yeah.
manhandled them in the
Yeah, they
opening
did.
week of the season.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson's back in like a big way. I think Lamar got sacked 8 times in this game, if I'm not mistaken.
7. I think 7.
7.
Yeah.
And I mean, we know the caliber of Lamar and his like shiftiness to get out of that situation. So
Yeah.
I'm not worried about the Lions, but they are more of a contender than I thought they were
I agree.
to open the season.
So I will say, and I know we're pulling at this. I'm pulling from another podcast at this point, but I watched a little bit of the Pat McAfee show today, and they had your guy AQ Shipley on, Penn State alum. They had
Oh, yeah,
him-
dude.
We are.
and Eagles alum. They had him on.
Go
and-
Birds.
Yeah, go Birds. And he was talking about he and Darius Butler were talking about how the Lions they basically dropped 7 into coverage and had a QB spy every time. So that would be 8 players just focusing on Lamar in the pass, and then had 3 players rushing, like technically rushing the passer,
Okay.
and they had 7 sacks. So I think it's interesting if you don't pass rush Lamar, like if theoretical matchup against the Ravens, like if we would not send as much of a pass rush.
Sorry, we don't have any, so
Well, exactly.
we can do that.
But exactly, it sounds like they're very beatable because if you drop 7 into coverage, you leave, N'Kobe or whoever it is as a spy if he's healthy. Or I would like Bond in coverage, so you leave Jihad Campbell as a spy. You rush 3 and you leave 7 in coverage. It seems like he
Well, what
looks
happens-
very beatable. So
What needs to happen to Eagles? back to Eagles real quick.
Yeah, of
What needs
course.
to happen is N'Kobe needs to get healthy,
True.
and then we need to put Jihad Campbell on the edge because we have no other option.
I think Jihad Campbell, and I know that this is like a crazy take, but I think he's like a diet Micah Parsons, where you could put him really anywhere.
Yeah,
in
well,
the
we need
front
to put him on
seven.
the edge at the moment.
Yeah, you could edge, linebacker, standing linebacker, whatever you want. He's like,
N'Kobe, we need you.
I don't want to detour too much right now, but so Zach Bond and Jihad Campbell did not practice today. Campbell didn't even have his helmet with him.
Yep.
Bond did, but Bond also had like a big knee brace on as well.
He had a huge.
So
Yep.
This is one of my takes that in the podcast that didn't come out is the injury bug might catch up to the Eagles at some point.
Yeah, no, you did say that, and I think especially on the defensive end because we're
recording on a Wednesday, so it could just be a rest day.
Could be, but I mean
well, you know,
there was like
what
so
they
much speculation that Campbell wouldn't have even been ready for
Wednesday
the
is the day of
beginning
rest.
of the season.
That's what they always say, right?
That is what they say.
do say that.
For vets, anyway. Jihad, he's earned it.
Yeah, he has.
Oh yeah.
But no, that is worrisome. I mean, even how many players we activated today. I mean, obviously we're losing players to the IR. So, but the players that we activated were all Did we activate an edge rusher? I think just the linebacker and a safety.
Well,
which is interesting.
What would you consider Patrick Johnson?
Linebacker, like standing linebacker for sure. I mean, he can edge rush, but I think he's a standing linebacker.
Uche played a pretty good game last week, but
who's that?
In limited
work. Who? Uche.
Oh yeah.
Josh Uche.
Yeah.
First name.
No, I. There we go. Shout out Josh.
I'm gonna get that jersey.
He recovered the fumble or the first block kick, I believe. I think he fell in that.
You know who recovered the second one? The guy who blocked it, Jordan Davis.
That's true. And he ran that shit all the way back. Also,
almost 19 miles an hour.
Quick shout out. I forget what corner it was. I think it was Jacorian Bennett.
Yeah, because it was definitely not a Dorias.
This is on special on that block. Instead of trying to pick up the ball, he just ran into the holder, and then Jordan Davis scooped it and ran it. If you look at the slow-mo replay, if he hadn't ran into the holder could have just laid on it, which would have still ended the game. But
yeah, and it would have actually made a lot of people some money because Jordan Davis fucked everybody.
Well, that's
covered the spread, which was also 5.5.
Also, don't take the fucking Rams, pussies. But
I did not.
Yeah, exactly. But whoever did. Whoever that was, like selfless play, just bodied the holder and Davis scoop and score. But do we want to talk hockey since I know that as
I'm gonna pass it off one more week, I think, for hockey.
Fair.
I don't know where we are.
Like games happen. Is that preseason or is it real games?
Yeah, preseason the Flyers did what they always do. They give up a lot of goals early, push back late. The one game they did force a shootout, which they lost in.
I remember that coming over.
And the other, they played the Habs last night, and they just straight up lost because Montreal.
They played the Habs, so the Flyers were the have-nots.
Yes, that is true.
That is true.
Sorry, world.
But more in-depth Flyers coverage coming soon.
I hope so.
I'm just not in that mindset yet.
That's
sorry.
fair.
I'm sorry for the 3 people that are going to listen.
Moving on to the Phillies, I think that is probably the.
I guess real quick, I'll steal the podcast for a minute.
Go for it.
Penn State possibly has their biggest game this week of the season.
Yep.
Number 6 Oregon is going into Happy Valley to play number 3 Penn State. This is a classic Big Ten matchup. That's a joke because it's not.
Shout out the Pac-12.
Their last meeting was last year, the Big Ten championship game, which Oregon won 45-37. Fuck you, Dylan Gabriel. One of the biggest problems outside of Drew Aller not having a consistent game, which was kind of his problem throughout the playoffs as well, was our defense not being able to adjust at all to their vertical passing game. And then when we tried to cover that, we just could not stop the run. So I guess the biggest thing that this game is going to tell us about is if Jim Knowles was the right hire. He helped elevate Ohio State's defense after he got hired there. I can't believe they let him leave and get hired within the conference after everything he did for them.
Yeah.
So this is where we're going to be, man, because I am worried about this game. Penn State's played a lot.
The first test, right?
First test.
Yeah.
Sloppy football the first 3 weeks of the season against cupcake teams. And then we had a bye last week. So
kind of like the Eagles.
Dudes are rusty. I don't trust James Franklin to get guys ready to go at the beginning of a game. So all of these things have me worried. I mean, on Oregon State, all right, I guess we'll start with Penn State is favored right now at home, minus
Crazy.
3.5. The over-under is 51.5, so Vegas is expecting a high-scoring game. I guess the saving grace is looking at Oregon. They're 4-0. Their wins are coming off Montana State, Oklahoma State, Northwestern, and Oregon State. And their quarterback now is a guy named Dante Moore, who transferred over from UCLA. I'm sorry. So this is going to be his first big test. He's going into Happy Valley. It's the whiteout game. The crowd's going to be raucous. They've moved the game from 3:30 to 7:30.
Our friends will be going.
They're going to be even crazier for a 7:30 game. So yeah, I think it's going to be a quote unquote sophomore's first big test on the road, and then really
Aller's only a sophomore.
No, Dante Moore.
Okay. Sorry.
Aller's a senior.
Yeah.
But like as I've said on the podcast before, he's given the quote that we need to start beating top 10 teams.
Yeah.
Franklin,
that would be nice, right?
Franklin is not good against top 10 teams.
Why?
So I think his record's like 7-42.
It's the same.
I want to say, dude.
It's the same
like,
as Pat Narduzzi.
He's been here for like 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
We've beat Ohio State once. He's 1-11 just against Ohio State.
Isn't that the one thing that Penn State wants to do is beat Ohio State?
It would be nice.
Or Michigan.
Well,
or Michigan.
We don't play Michigan this year because the Big Ten's a joke. But
don't they play every team in their conference?
Retweet. Nope.
No.
Because
Not anymore. We used
conferences are now
we have like
20
16
teams.
in our
Yeah,
conference
it's
or
ridiculous.
whatever the fuck.
College
We
football's
absorbed
been
half the
ruined.
Pac-12.
See, I don't.
And we absorbed the other half. So the University of California is currently in the Atlantic Coastal Conference. How the fuck does that make sense?
I'm
play
glad-
Stanford.
I'm so glad I don't give a shit.
They ruined, but anyway.
I have
sorry.
no.
It's like it's one thing for football to like make these guys go from, oh, you're in Pennsylvania, you're going to go out and you're going to play Oregon on the West Coast. For football, cool. That's once a week. But like volleyball, soccer, hockey, those guys still don't play. But
they
that's
still
a
have
whole-
to do studying, right, guys?
Right.
Soccer.
But you're going to make these kids go cross country
And get
in
a
the middle of the
degree.
week. Yeah. So
So like
anyway, that'd be a whole nother.
Can I ask a
podcast.
stupid question?
go
It's
for it.
probably not stupid.
Probably not.
It's going to be stupid. What makes it the whiteout game?
Oh, so
Good question.
everyone in the crowd's going to wear white.
I understand that part, but why?
It's a home tradition.
Well, it's a tradition. We started it.
Is it
Everyone
like
ripped it
their
off of
first
us
home
afterwards.
game or
Not
something?
us, but yeah.
No. What?
It's just a
We
game
didn't
that
rip it off. We
Is
we
it
don't
just-
have
I'm
a
sorry.
whiteout game.
A lot of people ripped it
Yeah.
off. They do like Texas Tech started doing a blackout.
Yeah.
Other
So
people.
is it just a game they pick and they like, hey, this is the
It's
winner?
the
like
biggest
a
game of the
good
season. The
home
crowd
game.
wears white, and like everyone's just like super juiced for that
Yeah.
game. So
It's
the
fun.
crowd's gonna be loud as shit. It's gonna be like
like our
112,000
friends here
people.
that we know, they're going to that game.
Well,
They're
Well,
super juiced for that game.
so
they think
as-
they're good luck because they were there the only time Franklin ever beat Ohio State.
But were they also there the other times that they lost?
I don't think so.
I don't know, but that'd be a question for another
So
day.
I'll say, as a Pitt fan, I've been to. I never went into the games. Tickets are stupid, but as a non-student, even student tickets are stupid. But I went to a few and the weekends are so fun. Like everybody's just fucking fired up. I don't know.
You're
It's like
talking
home. It's like homecoming for Penn State.
Where you
kind
went?
of.
Are you talking about like their?
No, I'm talking about.
Where-
I went to Penn State.
Oh,
No,
you
no,
went to
Pitt
Penn
doesn't
State.
have any like blue or yellow.
I was
out,
not
like,
trying
any
to
kinda
say
gay.
your.
No, I went. So I visited my friend Drew and Dan like multiple 2 years. So and so fun. Like it's
Okay.
I don't know. It's their homecoming. It's like high school football homecoming. It's very like the whole as you said.
Although last year we
112,000.
did a helmet stripe game for Ohio State, so I don't know. We just come
So-
up with crazy stuff.
That's true,
Isn't,
though.
like,
but it's cool. It's
Penn
fun.
State, like the second biggest city in the state.
Third.
on game days.
Third on game days. Yep,
Third. Okay.
Yep.
I was up there.
it goes up because it's not. I mean, I think Pittsburgh is 400,000, so that'd be a lot of people at Happy Valley. But it's
you
like
can fit a lot
200.
of people in that fucking
But I
stadium.
mean,
I've seen
so I think it's like almost like 300,000 show up pretty
Okay.
much for Penn State games. But going off, did you have anything else?
That's pretty much all I have. I think betting wise, I would say I would take Oregon with the points. I think Penn State wins a scrappy game, but we will see. I might just be hopeful.
Knock on wood.
I'm rooting for you, John. I
Me
like
too.
you,
Thanks,
so I
boys.
like Penn
Me
State.
too.
Thanks, boys.
Shout out Pennsylvania always.
Do you?
much shittier college football news. Pitt's going to get fucking dog walked by Louisville. Just kidding. I don't know, honestly, how this game's going to go, but fire Pat Narduzzi is my only Pitt take, honestly.
You've been saying that for weeks now.
Yeah, it's my only take for the rest, maybe for the next 5 years.
Was it the West Virginia thing?
Yeah, that would probably do it. But
I'm
yeah,
here for it.
yeah, fuck him.
If we can't beat Oregon and we can't beat
Sorry,
Ohio
Phriend,
State this year,
dick.
fire James Franklin.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No, you're not being a dick. Fire fucking Pat Narduzzi.
I'm not shitting on you. I wanted to shit on you so bad when you were sending those texts, but I was like, I know this is going to end our friendship.
I know this pain.
It's
I know the pain.
I won't
on a
shit on this
professional
pain.
level.
it's
Yeah.
so much pain.
And I feel like it's even more on a college level.
Oh,
They're
it's
somehow
it's
intertwined.
like I went like it. I
You
don't
gave
know.
them lots of money.
I gave them.
to feel this
I'm still giving them a lot of
I've
money.
given the Eagles some money, but not as
Or
much as you do.
I guess I'm giving the government money now for but but I don't know. We'll see with Pitt. I'll be watching. It's like how I feel with the Sixers. It's like I'll watch, but part of me is hate watching and hoping that we lose
But
so
you
Narduzzi
love
gets
the
fired.
Sixers.
I
That's the
do.
thing.
But I love Pitt football too.
See?
This is my debate, but I'll always watch no matter what. I mean, the Eagles could lose 50 games in a row and I'd still watch.
Even on the 47th game, you might be like, I got to go do
I'd watch the 51st
Nah,
game.
we'd all be in there.
We'd all
mean,
watch the
Were you
51st
around
game
for
together.
the Mike McMahon years?
A little
Mike
bit,
McMahon
a little bit
year?
after that.
The Mike McMahon year.
Rodney Pete, Bobby Hoying.
No, but you saw
Bobby
the Mike
Hoying,
McMahon
shout out.
year.
Yeah,
You didn't stop watching at any point? Because
I think I was too young. I'm sorry.
you're only like a couple years younger than me. But yeah, we might have been. That might be the cutoff, kind of.
But I think I don't know. As I said, I'd lose 50 games in a row.
I watched a lot of bad Flyers hockey and Phillies baseball while nothing was happening. So
Yeah, I seen some bad Phillies baseball. Like after Ryan Howard tore his ACL
Yeah.
until just like couple years ago.
2013 to like
So, like,
2019.
when we fired,
Yeah, it was
so when we
2019.
fired Girardi.
Yeah.
That's basically
that's,
when it,
that's a
that's
good
basically when it
cutoff
turned
of
around.
Yeah,
when
that's
like
true.
Hellickson was our ace. Like
when
those
I
are
was
dark
like,
days.
oh, Tom
Yeah.
Brown might be something.
Tom fucking Brown.
Wait, no.
When I'm like-
Shout out Tom Brown.
When I'm going into the
dude.
season, I'm like,
I
yeah,
love that guy.
Michael Franco and Odubel Herrera will take us
yes.
where we need to go.
Oh my God!
Dude,
Stop
with
making
his,
me.
Who's this Reese Hoskins kid? He
Stop.
might be something.
Stop making
Aaron Nola,
Darren
dude.
Ruff. Remember when Darren Ruff tore it up? for
Darren
like a
Ruff.
second?
Yes, dude.
And I'm like, we found the next Jim Tomey. Oh, and then we didn't.
I feel like
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good, dude.
no, this is exactly like that. So I'll stick around.
14%.
Yeah, I'll stick
Hell
around
yeah,
for a
dude.
bad team. No
And
matter
I don't
what.
have any college takes because I went to DeVry and Lincoln Tech, and also Monaco, and I failed.
All three
All
are
undefeated.
undefeated in football. Yeah, exactly.
You
That's
did it.
true.
True.
You did it.
Good.
Better than us,
That's
or
good.
better than me. John's undefeated as well. I don't really have anything to say about the Sixers.
Neither do the Sixers,
That's
really.
true. The one thing I will say is they are actually the first game of the season.
When is the first game?
October 2nd. So where it's it's home against the Knicks. So we'll see. I will say my one take, and I'll save my other takes for next week, because it'll be more relevant. Because next podcast will be on October 1st, so it'll be much more relevant.
So,
Do you know what's really fun about the Flyers? Their first game is in Florida, watching the Panthers raise the banner for their fucking
Oof.
Stanley Cup. And then do you know what the Flyers' home opener is?
No.
The Florida Panthers again. So it's a really fun start to the season.
Is that Giroux?
No,
Oh, no, he
no,
was
G's
a-
in Ottawa.
See, sorry.
They're good.
Lack of hockey
Giroux
knowledge.
was traded to the Panthers originally.
Okay, that was.
Yep.
But that was the year they were the one seed and got knocked out in the first round by the
okay.
Lightning. So
where is Drew now?
Ottawa.
So I have some.
That's where he's from.
I have some weird.
Did he win a cup?
No, I wish he did. I wish we would have traded him to the Avs because that was the year they did win the cup.
I will say one thing about the Sixers real quick.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No, all good.
Good.
The throwbacks. I am so fucking excited. I love the red, white, and blue. I think it looks great. The Sixers throwbacks.
The all black?
Yeah.
So good.
Even the all
The logo.
white.
The
all
logo is
white
so
are
better.
sweet too.
Yeah.
Like the
the all black is-
logo's
the
so
logo's
much
All
better.
better.
black is shit.
The number, like I know this is very nerdy, but like the font and the number font is so cool. I just wish all those teams, like the Timberwolves, should bring back their 90, like the Kevin Garnett or early 2000s Kevin Garnett.
So stupid question.
Yeah.
Do you think the Sixers are going to sell some Iverson all-black jerseys?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm about to buy one.
No, the Sixers will put out Iverson all-black jerseys. They might even put out like Charles Barkley and Julius Erving, like because they're trying to. I mean, they're not going
Dr. J ones.
Yeah, their ticket sales are, I would imagine, pretty low this year based off.
Well, yeah, because obviously, if Indy's going to play at all, it's going to be like 17 games.
And if there's anything Josh Harris loves, it's not really being consistent with his sports fanhood. It's making money. So I would imagine
he does love the Commanders.
Yeah, what a bitch. But I would imagine he tries.
He also
to sell,
owns the Devils.
Yeah,
We should just name this podcast for no reason really. The fuck Josh Harris pod.
Josh Harris equals asshole. That's what we should name.
I mean, I'm not even really a Sixers fan or not fan, but just because of Josh Harris.
No, I don't like Josh Harris, and I think I don't know, it's whatever. But we can get into this later with the Sixers. But
you, Josh Harris.
Yeah, thank you. The Philadelphia Phillies moving forward. Obviously,
holy shit! Tonight was crazy.
Yeah,
I got in the car and they hit. In the 4 minutes that took me to get here, they hit 4 home runs.
So I will say one thing before I let
franchise record 8 home runs in the game.
So I will say one thing before I run to the bathroom and let you guys talk.
Sure.
Bitches love Sosa, and I am bitches.
That
guy.
Also bitches.
Oh my god.
Bitches. Sosa.
He performs every time.
We have such a deep roster at this point.
It's weird that sometimes our bench is better than our starters.
Exactly.
Well, dude got activated off injured reserve today. Dude, Edmundo Sosa.
Oh, he was on IR? I didn't.
He was on IR, came back today, yeah.
Just love it.
Hit 3 home runs.
He probably took some
just because, that's all you got to do.
Sorry, Sosa, I don't know.
So tonight's game against the Marlins was pretty much batting practice. And we batted our way into a first-round bye. So theoretically, we don't have to care again until the NLDS, and we can wait for Curtis to get back to keep moving on this. I guess just some backstory since the last time we recorded. We recorded during a Dodgers game that we lost 5-0. I'm pretty sure a lot of that.
Really watch me say the word "fuck" really loud at the TV while we were recording.
So yeah, I think that was covered on last week's pod. We've been 1-3 since that. We lost the series in Arizona. We lost last night to the Marlins in pretty excruciating fashion.
I don't know why we lost that game.
David Robertson, and then Duran. If Duran wants to blow a save right now, that's cool.
I mean, you want him to lock it in, but he's not as locked in as you would think.
Right, but get it out of your system now. It's cool. No harm, no foul. The Marlins are still theoretically fighting for a wild card spot, so it's not like they have nothing to play for. And we just lost like a team that was already eliminated.
Yeah. But technically, the Marlins are not eliminated.
That's what I'm saying. At least they're still fighting because they
are the Mets eliminated yet? No,
right now. If the season ended right now, I think it would be Mets, Dodgers, and we would play the winner of that series.
But they could be eliminated.
They could still be eliminated.
I'm rooting for that so hard.
Yes. Although I don't know. I don't want to catch the hot to trot team that wins the wild card at the last minute. And they're just on fire.
You mean like the Phillies in 22?
Yeah, the Phillies in 22 were like when we caught the Mets last year.
Or the Diamondbacks.
That's a whole nother.
They were hot to trot when they played.
That's a whole nother list of issues, I think, of that year.
That was our year. But
that should have been our year.
That's a whole nother.
But podcast. You know what? They made it there in 22, and they should have just won it then.
Our last at bat shouldn't have been Jake Cave. But that's a whole
forever in history. Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Wow. What a thing to come back to. Jake Cave. What a, yeah.
I'll run through these next couple things and I'll let you guys vamp while I also run off. So this one's isn't even up to date anymore. Dodgers lost to Arizona last night. So going into tonight, our magic number was 1 to clinch the bye. And obviously we won.
Yep.
So the bye is ours. Moving forward, the Brewers won earlier today. We are now 2.5 games back. However you want to look at it.
So how do you win a half a game?
So we have 4 games left to play, and the Brewers have 3 games left to play. So technically, we're only 2 games behind them, but we have an extra game to play.
So you're saying if we win out, we win?
Theoretically, yes.
Who do we play?
We have 1 more against the Marlins, and then we have a series against the Twins.
It's really
They should all be very winnable.
It's really shitty that we lost last night's game.
Harrison Bader revenge game.
Yeah. Harrison Bader did not get a hit tonight, and it stole me a parlay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as he's on fire in October. So I guess where we're at now is we talked about a proposed, like, who are your pitchers last week at the end of the podcast, and I kind of sprung it on you guys.
Where
Topper came out, and his proposed line is 3 lefties, which I did not expect from him.
I agree. I
I
thought you were
also
going to be
didn't
right
expect-
just
yeah.
because of the way Topper thinks. But Topper thinks
But
different.
yeah, he said he named Sanchez, Luzardo, Suarez. So
Can you blame him at this point?
in a lot of ways, I think Luzardo is Nola. If you leave him in too long,
Sure,
he's
but
going to have a
Nola
Luzardo
is
inning.
Nola way faster than Luzardo.
I honestly agree.
But I also think in the history, Nola's had a lot of clutch performances
True.
in
No,
clinching
true.
games.
This
You can't
year
even argue
is
that,
not
yeah.
his year.
That's not even
We can
fair
agree to
because he missed
disagree.
half the year.
We can agree to
Wait.
disagree.
All right, this
I
is
wanna
where I run
just-
off and you guys can vamp because Curtis is looking stuff up.
Can I just
Okay.
talk about what a piece of shit?
Go
Aaron
for
Nola
it.
is?
I'm looking at
Go
the
ahead.
stat news.
He
Go for it.
is been looked at as it's our number. The league hasn't looked at him as a number one, I don't think, ever. But as soon as we drafted him and brought him up, he's like, oh, he's a number 1 day starter. Until we got Zach Wheeler, and then he's like number 2 guy. Okay. He's legitimately, at best, a number 3. He's kind of a cunt and a piece of shit
So,
and a loser. And
wow.
kind of sucks.
all right. Well, I don't know if he's a loser, but
Okay, he sometimes wins,
yes,
but
sometimes.
not very often.
I will say, I mean, this year he has looked significantly, even
And
statistically.
they made up injuries for him.
So
Injuries.
I will say, off of that, if we're looking over the last, when's a good place to start? Like 21, 22, somewhere around then, right? Like
Oh.
if we're comparing stats. So
Sure,
this year,
in 22 he was good,
yeah.
and that's where he made.
Well,
his
but
bones, and
was-
that's where he made his money.
But Josh, what I'm saying is, was he that good in 22? So what I'm looking at right now
Okay,
is
you're looking at the stats.
I'm looking at stats. So in 2022, he went 11-13, which I know win losses for a pitcher is interesting.
Which is ERA.
3.2, which
Okay,
is
that's
pretty
not bad.
solid. Yeah.
What's
I
his
don't
record in the
know.
playoffs?
Record in the playoffs, I'm not sure. Oh, postseason. So 2022, he went 2-2 in the playoffs. 2023, if we're
He
looking,
gave a home run to his brother, or a hit, or big hit. Or
I think it was a
something.
big hit. Looking at 2023, he went 12-9 in the regular season, ERA of 4.5. So not
Okay.
that great. In the playoffs, he went 3-1, ERA of 2.35. So very good. So in the
Sure.
playoffs of 2023, Nola was very
He
good.
just had bad luck.
He went
He
3-1.
wasn't playing for him.
His ERA was a 2.35. But in 2022, his ERA in the playoffs was almost 5. And then in 2024, he went 14-8 in the regular season with a 3.5 ERA. So like better, more wins, less losses than both the last seasons.
Okay, let's go, John. Stick up for him like he wants to.
But mid ERA, whatever. So this year, he is 4-10 with an ERA
Ooh,
of
boy.
6.5. And
the-
last year in the playoffs, he was 0-1 with an ERA of 7. So he has statistically
decline
been
is
declining.
starting, baby.
It started at the
He's-
statistically at the
I
end of
said
24.
he's a number 3 at best. He's a fucking 4.
All right,
No,
so all right,
that's
He's
okay.
a 4
okay, all right,
that
all
we're
right, all right.
spending $170 million
All
on.
right. Well, I disagree with that, but I will say the decline has definitely at the end of 2024 there has been decline.
So-
for sure.
okay.
He might not be actually a 4.
I don't disagree. He's not a 4. He's a 2-3.
I agree.
3.
That's
Debatable.
3.
but in important
I'd say 3
games,
between.
I think the best Aaron Nola shows up when he has to. The 4-game
Really?
sweep, the 4-game sweep with the Mets at home 2 weeks ago started with a 1-0 win that Nola threw 7 great innings in.
True.
Historically, in clinching games, which is defined as a playoff berth, a playoff series, or a division title coming up to September of 2025, he has a 4-1 record and a 1.62 ERA.
Wait, that includes postseason games?
Playoff berth, playoff series, in a playoff, or a division title.
On stat news, it says he's 5-4 in the playoffs. I don't know if that.
So what was your stat, John?
4-1 record with a 1.62 ERA. This is
Right.
clinching playoff
Clinching.
berths in the regular season.
Clinching playoff berths.
A playoff series ending game,
Okay.
or a division title.
Okay. So different. This is just overall playoffs.
So,
Well,
all right. Well, no, playoff games should count as well.
So he's 5-4 with a 4.02 ERA, which is not. I mean, it's not fourth pitcher in the lineup, but it's
no,
not.
I was being a little overzealous.
It's not great. In 2022, he was 2-2 with a 5 ERA.
But
So,
the way that
doesn't-
And I assume the Mets series last year skewed a lot of those numbers.
yeah, he was
The way that
0-1
people
with a
look at Aaron Nola
7.2 ERA.
they look at him like he's a fucking god, and he's
I think a part of it is
He's not Wheeler.
mid.
no, he's not Wheeler, but I think a part of it is hometown bias, and like I'll
Sure.
admit that I have a lot of hometown bias for people.
And I admit that I have an overactive hatred for Aaron Nola.
That's fair.
So when I say he's number 4, that might be a little overzealous, but he's definitely a 3.
It's fair.
And even a broken pitcher can be right.
Twice a day.
Well, okay. Would you rather
What's
throw?
going on?
Would you rather 3 lefties go up and a team be prepared to have all their best right-handed hitting, or would you rather Nola be in the middle to break it up?
I like our.
Do you
three
trust?
lefties.
Do you trust Lazardo that much more than
I
Aaron
don't
Nola?
Not that much
like you
more.
said, not on the pod or in even a text. The Wheeler injury fucked everything.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
For
absolutely.
sure.
Yeah,
We're just
yeah.
fucked.
Well, we can't throw in the towel though. So it's
Yeah,
like
you can't throw in the towel, but you also can't throw an Aaron Nola in there.
I don't know. I think we have the pieces if
Aaron
everything
Nola
falls
is
right.
the towel. that
I
you
trust
drag.
Nola to answer your question, John. I trust Nola, especially switching up left, right, left, whatever.
Sure,
And
that part makes sense.
So, but
There's
what,
never been anything about Nola tipping pitches, and Lazardo keeps falling in and out of that.
yes,
also
I agree.
what Topper says is not law. Like he could have just said that, right?
It's
That's
not-
true.
It's
Yeah.
not necessarily
He could have just
true.
said that to throw teams off and think that we're not going to start Nola. Because I mean, at this point, whatever.
I have a lot of problems with Topper and like that mindset, but we could say that for like when we're going into Red October and we're doing
Sure.
a preview for the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The man, he went back on all of his philosophy in the middle of the Mets series last year, and then he didn't give the guys any chance to like overcome any of those things he threw at them in the end.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't let Stoddard Marsh hit a lefty, and then he
That's- I
still
don't-
didn't really
I-
let that happen this season.
He's
But he
still-
put it in a do or die game against the Mets last year. Like
that
what are we
doesn't
doing?
make any sense.
Right.
To me. He's so stuck in his ways. It's like he's an old man,
No.
stuck in his ways. He got us to 22. I'll never forget that.
What a fun year! It was the most fun I've had with the Phillies team.
Oh,
And
I watched you skip around like Dean Segura, and
Shout out Gene
Surprisingly,
Segura. I
I
miss
I
that
still have a
guy.
scar on my right side
I was
from
gonna say,
when
that's
Harper hit that
crazy.
home
I
run
was going to say
against the
surprisingly,
Padres
you
to
didn't
put us
hurt
in.
yourself, but you may have.
He might have.
Not that night, but the night we won the pennant. Yeah.
So, do we have any final Phillies wrap up? What are we at time wise?
Hour and 35 minutes, so not
Okay.
bad.
All
So, do we want to do a quick
We'll
picks for next week?
motor through. I'll
Yeah.
run through the picks.
Go for it.
One more thing I got to say is,
Go for it.
no matter what, Aaron Nola's a cunt.
Well,
Well, that's one thing.
agree to
we all-
disagree.
Well, we don't all agree here, but we all
We're
have
the
equal
three
voices.
best friends that anyone can have.
3 best friends anyone would have, and differing takes on Aaron Nola.
True.
All right, we're gonna go into this weekend's slate of NFL games. We're gonna make picks.
Yes, sir.
Last week, non-existent. Nobody knows. Don't watch the tape because it's there somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll get
we have 4 people that have
for
watched.
next episode. We'll get a full time counter of how we're doing, and we'll discuss.
Yeah,
how
we'll
we did
get
more.
back to it next week.
Yeah. I
So,
volunteer as
but
tribute.
as of now, we're all coming for Josh in his 15-1 week in week 2.
True.
Josh, don't pick the Saints just because. Just let's go.
That's my get. That's
I want the perfect week for you, man.
Kelly
No,
Moe.
but That's
This week, dude, you're
that's
gonna.
the gimmick.
We'll see, but this week I'm looking at the slate and holy
I don't
shit.
know the game.
Oh, good
so-
luck.
All right, Thursday night. Tomorrow night, we have the Seahawks on the nice Amazon Prime game going into Arizona to face the Cardinals.
Oh,
We're not picking the spread, but I will mention it just to note so everyone knows who's favored. Seattle right now -1.5. Not much there. Pretty much a pick 'em game. What are we thinking here, boys?
I'll take Seattle.
Okay. Give me Seattle as well. Kyler is ass, and Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's why I'm picking Seattle. As
Marvin
well.
Harrison Jr. looks just like a guy, not like the guy. So, yeah, give me Seattle. Yeah, I like that
So
defense.
you're saying he looks nothing like his father?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I am absolutely at this point. Yes.
He
Absolutely.
don't got that dog in him.
Apparently not. So give me Seattle. I don't know what you think.
No, we're gonna make this a clean sweep on
Yeah.
Seattle. Usually on these Thursday night games, you look at the home team and their defense, and the Cardinals don't have that. So
Yeah, and the
Go
Seahawks
Seattle.
do have
Which
a
is
good
weird
defense.
because Jonathan Gannon is his defensive coordinator at Harvard.
We're
he's
gonna
so
fucking
good.
gut him.
He's so good at his job.
How is Josh Sweat?
I have no idea.
I have no idea either, but I think the fact that we haven't heard much
Sure,
says,
which says everything
enough.
we need to
Yeah,
know.
because our pass rush hasn't been great, so the fact that people haven't been screaming, why didn't we sign him? Whereas I've seen a lot of people rightfully screaming, why didn't we sign Isaiah Rodgers?
Or Milton Williams.
Or
is
Milton.
having a-
Well, I
having-
mean, but Milton Williams got paid the most
Sure,
money that a
but he's
Patriot.
having a season.
True,
You
but-
can't-
Yeah, but so is
True.
Jordan Davis and Moro Ojomo, so I'm
True.
okay with it.
So I'm
And
No,
Jalen
I
Carter's Jalen
agree.
Carter.
Isaiah Rodgers. What the hell? Why did we?
Yeah,
not
Isaiah
sign him?
Rodgers, that is a sore point.
costs
Good
$4 million.
transition to the.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, moving on to where Isaiah Rodgers went, the Vikings.
Yeah.
The Vikings and the Steelers are going to lovely Ireland in Dublin, and they're going to be playing at 9:30 a.m. in all time zone. So Vikings Steelers. Steelers are acting as the home team over there in Dublin because that makes sense.
I'm sure Dublin cares about any of those teams.
I'm
Carson
sure
Wentz.
they're going to get a good turnout, man.
Carson
Oh, yeah,
Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
The Irishman himself.
All right, that's why they signed him. They
I'd be
knew they
willing
were-
to guess he's at least 30% Irish with that face.
Vegas has this at a 40.5 over under, and Minnesota minus 2.5. So road favorites.
Who they
I
play?
can all right, Vikings Steelers in Ireland.
Give me the Vikings
Agreed. Give me the Vikings. That
with
defense.
Carson
is,
Wentz.
So that defense is nasty. I think the
Sure
Steelers defense looked good against the Patriots. So whatever. And I think give me Justin Jefferson. Jordan Anderson's not back yet.
Jordan Addison is back this
He is.
week.
Oh yeah, give me the Vikings. Carson Wentz loves the deep ball, and Jordan Addison loves to catch them.
Oh no, are you opening that?
So
Oh, okay.
I'm giving you the.
I was worried for your sake.
I was too.
So give me the Vikings. I love their pass rush with Grenard and Van Ginkel. I like KOC, as I said earlier in this podcast. I think Aaron Rodgers is a little washed at this point. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, it was same thing. Vikings defense is too stout. Aaron Rodgers is
Aaron Nola.
Aaron Nola. Yeah, pretty much.
Aaron Rodgers is
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers
Nola.
is Aaron Nola.
Double-
good, but not really.
Aaron Rodgers is what Josh thinks Aaron Nola is. So we'll just leave it at that.
So double
And vice versa.
clean sweep there. We both got Seahawks, both got Vikings.
Moving on to the 1:00 slates, we got the Commanders going into Atlanta. We don't have all the information right now with what's going on at quarterback for the Commanders, but Vegas has Washington at minus 1.5. So again, another pick'em game. I guess I'll start this one off. I don't really care what's going on with the quarterback for the Commanders. I'm going to go Washington. I think AJ Terrell's still out for the Falcons.
Ooh, that's a big loss.
And Mariota seemed competent enough last week to be able. You got Terry McLaurin. Debo Samuel isn't what he once was, but for those short dump off passes and like the way that they've been using him in that offense.
He had some wheels on that one return.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked like he had, he's a little fat. but
And
still-
Commanders still trying to figure out what they're doing with the Chris Rodriguez split because and then another rookie got some carries last week too. So
Oh yeah.
they're just moving the ball around. They got a lot of depth, quote unquote, right now at running back of unproven talent, but a lot of skill set there for sure. But yeah, I'll take the Commanders in this one.
Josh, I don't know if you have a.
Yeah, to my chagrin, give me the Commanders. I originally thought in the beginning of the season, I was like, oh, the Falcons are fun to watch. They'll be good. Not so much. So I don't care who the Commanders' quarterback is. They're going to win.
So I believe I have taken the Falcons twice, and they have lost twice. I'm not sure if I took them all 3 times, but I know they're 1 and 2. After watching Michael Penix, I'm looking at the ESPN as a little readout, and the leader in both receptions and rushing is Bijan Robinson. So I mean, I like. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, give me the Commanders. I mean, it's in the last name with Penix. He played terrible last week and the week before, frankly. And I don't know. I've been burned too many times by the Falcons. I think I just like them because
Are you saying Penix's ass.
I'm saying I've been burned by
Penix is penis.
I'm saying I've been burned by Penix too many times. Pause. But yeah, give me the Commanders. I don't care if it's Mariota or Daniels. Mariota looked. I mean, it's the Raiders, but it's the Falcons. So give me the Commanders. So clean sweep so far for all of us.
All right. Probably a clean sweep moving
Yeah.
forward for the next 2 games on the
I would
1
hope
o'clock
so.
slate. So next up, we have the Saints traveling to Orchard Park, New York, to face the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Right now,
You assumed it was a clean sweep.
right?
Oh,
Right now, the Vegas has the spread at Buffalo minus 15.5.
which is worse than the 11.5.
Yeah, I don't have much
Can I go
analysis.
first?
Yes, please do, because there's not much else to say.
So
Go for it.
I'm gonna say, as I do every week. I mean, the Saints are due for one, right?
Think about the 16-0, bro.
I don't care. The Saints are due. Kellen Moore is my boy. Everybody has a letdown game, so maybe the Bills will have a letdown game, and that's what I can hope for.
Maybe.
I'm gonna pick New Orleans.
Give me the Bills. I don't even need to.
And then
talk.
also, you guys can talk. I'm gonna use the little boy.
I got really nothing to say about this game except for the fact that I almost put New Orleans under Curtis's pick because there's nothing to say about the next game either.
Oh yeah, you might have to wait a game, or I could talk.
I mean, we could vamp on any game if you want
Yeah.
to, but this game in particular
Mm-hmm.
is the Cleveland Browns going to Detroit,
Which
Michigan
you're also
to
taking the
play
Bills.
the Lions.
You're also taking the
taking the
Bills,
Bills, yeah.
But to be fair, the Cleveland Browns did beat the Packers.
So that's what I could, if you want me to.
Yeah,
vamp for a
we
little
can
bit.
vamp on that if you want.
I will say that.
Go.
So,
Detroit right now though minus 9.5.
So I'm only a cunt when it comes to New Orleans. So I'm also going to pick Detroit.
yeah, I'm going to take Detroit, and I can vamp for a little bit on it. I do think that the Cleveland Browns defense is one of the best in the NFL. I think the Texans, Browns, we got a few teams that their defense just look like stellar. Then Texans, Browns, both lack of success either way. But give me the Lions. I don't know. I think that there was a lot of overhype, as we talked about week 1 with the Packers loss, because the Packers throttled them, so it looked really bad. But I think at the same time, it's the Packers. It's, Micah Parsons was fired up after being called Michael all summer. So I think,
Right.
definitely give me the Lions. I don't know what your thoughts are.
Yeah, I mean Lions at home. Browns defense does look formidable, but the Lions have all the outlet passes.
Yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs,
Yep.
Montgomery looked like a ridiculous running back again last week.
Yeah, he did.
Sonic
and Knuckles.
and Knuckles,
Yeah.
they signed that kid sign, man.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But Amon-Ra, he can run routes all over the field.
Yeah.
Jameson Williams going deep, so
Yeah.
they have everything they
Sam
need to beat you.
Laporta.
Sam
Yeah.
Laporta over the
Solid
middle,
offensive line. Yeah.
So while it might be a tough, hard-fought game, and I don't know if I trust that 9.5-point line, Lions should be able to take care of business at home.
Yeah.
So I think we're back to clean sweeps for
Everything
Detroit.
everything except Saints Bills.
Except, Josh
I
taking
will
the Saints.
real quick talking about Saints Bills while we still have some time to kill. I will say Juwan Johnson looks pretty good for the Saints. Of all the shout out, went to a great school.
Went to a great school, averaging 9 targets a game, I believe. Is the
19
stat I saw.
catches through 3 weeks. I'm looking at 176 yards and a touchdown. So he's the receiving leader for both the Bills and the Saints through 3 weeks. He's like a hybrid wide receiver tight end. Seems like Penn State has a few.
All you got to do is eat some biscuits, man.
Yep.
Turn
Yeah.
into a tight end.
That's true. But I think I don't trust Spencer Rattler or Tyler Shuck or Show, whatever. Whenever Show will go, I don't trust him either way. But I don't know. I think in general, 3 of these 1 o'clock games that I'm looking at the next game as well are going to be kind of 2 are going to be blowouts. I think the Bills are going to blow the doors off the Saints. The Lions are going to blow the doors off the Browns. But I think Browns-Lions will be closer, obviously.
Browns?
But moving on to the Patriots-Panthers, which I think might be one of the more boring games of the year.
I don't even want to pick this game.
The line is at New England minus 5.5. It is in Foxborough, which is, I guess that does say something. It is a Boston audience, but give me the Patriots. I wouldn't take the spread on this game, but give me the Patriots by a field goal. I think Vrabel is a better coach than Dave Canales, and I think that the Patriots. I don't know. I don't trust Bryce Young. I trust Drake May a little more than him. I like Chuba Hubbard. I love Tet McMillan. We've talked about how much I think Tet McMillan will be a very good one in this league, but I just don't think Bryce Young can get him the ball. Taylor Moton's a fine offensive tackle. I know they have Ike Mekwonu, but their interior offensive line is like whatever. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about Patriots-Panthers. It's very interesting.
I think it's going to be a boring, low-scoring game.
Yep.
If I were to take the spread, I would take the Panthers with the points, but I would, like you said, I would take the Patriots to score in a close game, maybe by a field goal. But
straight up win-loss.
5.5 is too much.
Win-loss, I pick the Patriots. But spread,
so we're all going Carolina?
Yeah, I think we're all – or I'm going New England.
Oh, you went New England?
Yeah, I think New England. Did you?
That's what I meant.
Patriots.
Yeah,
all New England.
Yeah,
straight up win-loss, I'll go Patriots.
Yep.
But spread Panthers. I think I would take the under. Under's 42.5. I don't think either team will score 3 touchdowns.
They're both
so
garbage.
And that would put them at 42.
And Bryce Young has not built on what he started doing at the end of last year.
Agreed. On to wow.
This 1 o'clock slate's terrible.
Wow.
As it usually is, but
yeah, but I mean.
Well, I mean, we're in it too, so.
True. So there's one good game, but I mean.
Why? Why aren't they used to 1 o'clock? I mean, I love it because I love the 1 o'clock games.
But I mean, the fact that the Broncos Bengals are Monday night, like put Eagles Buccaneers on Monday night.
We got another doubleheader Monday night, but we can bitch about that later because I fucking hate it. At least the last one was spread out 3 hours. This one's like an hour delay
you
start
just
time.
hate it because you have like a job and shit.
Well, don't we all?
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah. But
so next 1 o'clock game,
oh.
the Chargers are going to visit the New York Giants for Jackson Dart's first start. The Chargers are currently 6.5-point favorites in East Rutherford. Again,
give me the spread.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Give me more.
Yeah,
like
give me 10. Give me the Chargers minus 10.
More than 6.5.
Oh my god.
Give me that 15.5 line the Bills were getting.
Seriously. Oh my god.
But I'm about to surprise you all.
Uh-oh.
I'm just gonna pick the Giants because they're due, and they're
what?
They're gonna have the Jackson Dart magic. It's gonna do something.
Jackson fart.
Probably that's probably more likely. But just to be a cunt, I'm gonna pick the Giants.
Give me the Chargers.
I
take a minus 10.
You're definitely both probably right.
I'd honestly take a minus like 11. I think they'll win by 2 touchdowns.
I might actually do that on Sunday.
Yeah, I might tease it up for that because I honestly like. Yep. The over being 44.5 is crazy. I don't know if they think the Chargers are going to score 44 points, but
I think so.
I don't think the Giants are going to score any points
like
against. I don't think the Giants are going to score any points against the.
You're probably right.
Isn't Tyler and Tracy hurt as well?
Yeah, they're starting.
So Scadaboo,
and then the
Scadaboo.
Devin Singletary.
Yeah, the mandatory Devin Singletary carries.
Yeah.
Moving on to our favorite game of the week. The Philadelphia Eagles are going into their House of Horrors down in Tampa Bay to face the Buccaneers. Both teams 3-0. My man Baker Mayfield, the first quarterback to lead 3 game-winning drive comebacks in modern NFL history. Right now, Philadelphia Eagles are 3.5-point favorites going into Raymond James Stadium. Over-under is 43.5. What are you guys thinking about this game?
So, my heart wants to say the Eagles win, and I'm going to pick the Eagles, but my fear is they're going to go back to their bullshit of trying to run the ball, and it's not going to work. And they're also in Tampa Bay, and they never win there, and it's going to be fucking hot, and they're going to be like, oh, it's fucking hot, and I can't win. And then they're going to lose. But if they don't do that, they're going to win.
So you're picking the Eagles.
Yeah, if they're all that,
okay.
I am picking the Eagles because if they play like they did in the second half of last week, they easily win this game. I think.
So
offensively.
I think when I was first thinking about this, I think the 49ers the Buccaneers play us better than any other team, really, for talent-wise.
That's my issue.
They play us really well. But as I'm looking at this defense, I think Zion McCollum is their second starting corner. I think if we throw the ball, we'll eat again. I mean, that's Tristan
That's where I'm
McCollum.
coming from. If they
Our boy.
continue what they started in the second half of the Rams game, we win this game.
So that's
if they go back to this bullshit, just jam Saquon Barkley into the line,
yeah.
see what happens. We lose.
Is Mike Evans healthy?
No,
Mike Evans is out.
He's out for
Okay.
at least 3 weeks.
So it's like Buka and Sterling Shepard.
What is
And
what's
Chris
their,
Godwin might be coming
Isn't
back.
Cansey out?
what is their Cansey's out?
Cansey
What is
tore a
their
pec, yeah.
what does their offensive line look like right now? Because I know they were
Tristan Wirfs,
playing.
they're going to be back.
Okay, that's big. But I know that they were playing. So Graham Barton went to Duke, and I know of Graham Barton because I had a buddy that played at Duke when he was there on the offensive line, and he would play like literally tackle to center every position. I know he played left or right tackle for them last week, even though he was drafted as a center. And their offensive line looked pretty flawless. But I think with our limited pass rush, it's huge who's playing offensive line because I think Jalix Hunt or somebody could get, a timely sack.
Jalix Hunt hasn't done anything since
That's what I'm
he's been
thinking. I'm hoping maybe that he or Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter could get like a timely sack if they have.
They just
still
need to
have-
hang a bunch of Let's Hunt banners again.
That's true.
I got one in my house.
Send
Yeah,
it to Tampa
Just
Bay.
play
man.
it. Play it. If they play the game at Josh's house, we'll win. But no, I think in all seriousness, I was going to take the Buccaneers, honestly, going into this, but give me the Eagles. I don't know. Maybe I'm too confident, but I feel like if we do what we did second half last game, and
that's
if
where
we
I'm coming
can,
from.
maybe their offensive line is hurt enough that we can figure it. I trust
But-
Vic.
Again, my fear is they revert back to let's just jam Saquon Barkley down everybody's throat.
Yeah.
Nothing happens, and then if we wait till the second half to wake up again, we're fucked.
So for the injury report, real quick, Adoree Jackson is questionable, so that's good.
Yes.
So that's really good. With a groin injury.
But also isn't Ja'Cory Bennett
my groin.
also injured?
Ja'Cory Bennett is on the injured reserve, so he's
We would be starting
Keely Ringo or
which is kind of what
He's ready to make a play.
which is kind of what Vic alluded to when he said that I told Keely Ringo to be ready.
So Lane Johnson is questionable, obviously with a neck. Jihad and Zach Bond are questionable with Jihad triceps and Zach Bond knee. Obviously, what we saw with the big thing.
Bond's going to play.
Tristan Wirfs is questionable. Levante David is questionable. Charlie Heck, the guy that started for them at tackle last week, is questionable as well.
What the heck?
Yeah, what the heck? Baker Mayfield is questionable, but he'll play. There's no fucking play.
Yeah.
That guy will play through a.
Is that Trask guy still their second QB?
He might still be. I'm not really sure about
He
that.
was supposed to be the good heir apparent to Tom Brady. He's never going to get a chance.
Yeah. John, thoughts on this game?
So, as I said in the open to this game, Tampa Bay has been a house of horrors for us.
True.
Guys, the backup
Teddy
quarterback is
Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh,
It's fine.
sorry.
Teddy Two Gloves.
Teddy Bridgewater.
So I always probably too optimistic about things when it comes to sports. But the last time we played in Tampa Bay, we got throttled and we went into our bye week last year
We don't-
and we rearranged the entire defense. So I imagine they're going to watch that film. And then after what happened last week with the first half versus the second half, I got to imagine they're going to address that too.
I hope so.
You would imagine.
Because I trust our coaching staff, I'm going to say that the Eagles finally go down to Tampa Bay and have a competent showing, and we win by 10.
To be
Damn.
fair,
Okay.
the last time
I
we
like
went down
it.
to Tampa
Did you
Bay-
hear that? Win by 10.
I'll put
That's a
it. I'll
take.
put it on my tape.
Put it on wax. There we go.
We finally need a win where
Do I get 9.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
dude, 10 is crazy.
To be
I
fair,
think we
the
win by a field
last
goal.
time we went down to Tampa Bay, we didn't have A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
We didn't have Devontae. And they still threw the ball like assholes.
This is true.
When we
That
had
is true.
Saquon.
That is true.
And then that's when they were like, oh, let's rethink everything.
I don't know if I trust the Tampa Bay defensive line and pass rush with our boy Hassan Reddick. Well, not anymore, but Hassan Reddick. Elijah Cansey's out. I don't know how much I think the defense is very beatable, and that's why
That's true.
we have one of the, if not the best offense in the NFL, we have one of the best offenses in the NFL. I don't
I
know.
just hope they're
I'll
not
put that
so
on.
stubborn.
We have the
that
best
they go
offense in the
revert
NFL.
back to this jam,
It's
the
like
run game
Lions
down
are us.
everybody's throat when it's not going to work.
That's true, but I think either way, we can beat you either way, and we've kind of proven
I guess
that.
we'll find out what they're going to do come Sunday.
We'll see.
Obviously, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
Right.
But we're going to find out what they think of the whole season come Sunday. Like, hey, do we continue this passing attack that we had that were pretty good?
Yeah.
In the second half, obviously, we came
Very
back.
good. Yeah.
From
very well.
What was the score at half?
19
to
7.
Yeah. So they came back and won that game.
Yeah.
So are we going to continue on that trajectory, or are we going to go like, let's give Saquon some more?
Well, I guess we will see.
Real quick, where are we at time-wise?
Almost 2.
157.
Okay.
All right, we got to jam through
We'll
these in
slide
3
through the
minutes.
last, and we're cutting out like 10.
Last
5
of the 1
minutes
o'clock
over.
slate, 0-3 Titans and 0-3 Texans. Cam Ward is questionable. Brandon Allen might be their starting quarterback. Give me the Texans
Yeah,
at
give me
home.
the Texans.
Spread is -7.5 for Houston.
Shitty offensive line. Jeffrey Simmons might have a sack or 2 for the Titans, but give me the Texans.
Texans.
All
Yeah,
right.
perfect.
This is how we're going to fly through. 405. Colts going to the Rams right now. Rams -3.5. This is going to be a good game.
Yeah. Give me the Rams. I think the Colts have looked really good, but give me the Rams. I think at home, I think the over being 50.5 is kind of crazy. I don't think it'll be that offensive of a game. But yeah, give me the Rams. I think Indianapolis Jones might finally come back down to planet Earth with this game. As much as I love Steichen and I love Jonathan Taylor and aforementioned Indianapolis
I'm going to pick
Jones.
Indianapolis just for no other reason than I'm going to ride the Indianapolis Jones train.
Okay, I like it.
Give me the Colts. Rams coming down off a deflating loss
Yeah.
and then traveling home across the country. So Colts coming to their
Fair.
stadium and take care of business. Moving on to the next 4 o'clock game. Jaguars going to the 49ers in Santa Clara, California. Spread right now, 49ers -3.5. I have no idea if Brock Purdy is supposed to be back for this game.
I have no idea either, but what I'm looking at right now is Trevor Lawrence has 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 671 yards. So I would imagine since he's the passing leader, although either way, Brock Purdy's been out, so he's probably the passing leader either way. But give me the 49ers. Ricky Pearsall looked like
You're not shot in the chest.
Yeah, that's very true.
I don't
And
care.
Brian Robinson Jr., speaking of, maybe not in the chest, but he got shot as well. Give me the 2 guys that got shot. But no,
Oh, yeah.
I think the 49ers will handle this one at home. I don't know if it'll be close, honestly.
Agreed. Anybody who's playing the Jaguars, I'm going to pick against the Jaguars.
Yep,
'Cause
same. Yeah, I don't
So-
think they have it right now. Maybe in a year or two, but
They
right
wasted
now.
all their money on that guy. So
Next up, game of the week, probably 1-2
Wait, did you
Ravens.
take 49ers?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I took the 49ers.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't care who the quarterback is. They're gonna be the Jaguars.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry. Yeah.
If we can upload this at all.
Yeah,
Game of the week next week or for this week,
Yeah.
probably 1-2 Ravens versus the 1-2 Chiefs.
Mm.
Baltimore, like we said, -2.5 at Arrowhead. What you guys got?
Give me Baltimore -4.5. They're
Ooh,
6.5. Legit.
Ooh, 6.5.
Yeah, give me Baltimore by a touchdown at
Same.
least.
Baltimore.
I think Derrick Henry looked pissed the fuck off, and I think that he's going to
Yep.
run. I think Trent McDuffie. I will call it right now. I think Trent McDuffie.
Please, Derrick Henry, you're on my fantasy team. Please have a comeback game.
I think Trent McDuffie will come up and try to make a Cooper DeJean slot corner play and just get plowed right through. Give me the Ravens. Give me Derrick Henry and Lamar to have a game.
I'm going to take the Ravens as well. Lamar going off after last week's game.
Yep.
And I want all the chaos in the AFC and the Kansas City meltdown that will ensue. Last game on the 4 o'clock slate, Bears going to Vegas to play the Raiders. Right now, Vegas doesn't know what to do. Spread is Chicago -1.5.
That's crazy.
I guess I'll lead off just because I don't want to make you guys pick first all the time. Raiders defensively have not been impressive. So I will take Caleb Williams and his right now fine showing on offense and Rome Odunze being a guy. And maybe the Ben Johnson figuring out that DeAndre Swift is not their answer at running back to take this game. So Bears win on the road in Vegas.
I'm going to take Vegas because they're due for a win. And also, fuck the Bears. They're kind of shit.
So I'm gonna agree with John and go with the Bears.
Fuck me then.
I was very close, honestly. I think Gentry's due to have a breakout game as a rookie. I don't think it's this one. I don't like the Bears defense, but I do not like the Raiders defense either. And I think that Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams has looked nice. at least this week, or really 2 out of 3 games. And I don't know, Luther Burden looked solid. Romo Dunze looks very good. So give me the Bears, but it's going to be a close one. I like Vegas's -1.5. I think it'll be very close.
Points.
You switching?
No.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
You do have a good point.
I like it. Sticking with it.
Going into Sunday Night Football, the Green Bay Packers go to Jerry World in Arlington, Texas, to take on the Cowboys. Right now, Vegas has Green Bay -6.5. I don't know.
Is Micah playing?
Micah possibly hurt.
Really?
Josh Jacobs questionable. CeeDee Lamb, I believe, has already been ruled out for this game. So yeah, what you guys got?
Well, I'm going to say that the Packers don't throw this game and they're going to win.
I'm going to say that agreed. Micah plays through an injury, even if he has one, just to be like, fuck you. I've been called Michael all summer.
Can't not play this game.
Yeah. Give me the Packers and give me Micah like a strip sack and maybe a TFL as well.
And maybe an interception return for a
maybe.
touchdown.
I mean, honestly,
I think this is going to be the Micah
I agree.
revenge game of all revenge games.
I agree.
Also, fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys. 1 to 3 start for them is nice. Sucks that the Packers have to win at their expense, but give me Green Bay.
True.
Monday night, we have the stupid doubleheader,
Oh,
and it's only delayed by an hour. Both of these games, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to keep you up to watch these. The 7:15 start, we got the New York Jets going to Miami to play the Dolphins.
Yeah, right.
Why are
And
these Monday night
right now,
games?
Miami is favored -2.5.
Holy shit. So I will be, after this podcast ends, throwing a bet for the Jets. I think that's crazy to favor Miami in any game. I don't care if they're 0-3. They lost to Baker Mayfield on like a 2-minute drive. Give me Breece Hall against the Dolphins defense. Give me Garrett Wilson against whatever practice squad guy the Dolphins bring up to guard Garrett Wilson. Like, Tua is a non-factor to me, to quote Gary. That's what an actual non-factor looks like. Justin Fields is a better quarterback than Tua, whether it's whatever.
Ouch.
Which is crazy.
It's mostly due to the brain.
I mean, yeah, but no, it's mostly due to the lack of athleticism and deep and big arm, frankly. At least Justin Fields can
And the
run
inability
away.
to protect your body.
Yeah, at least Justin Fields can run away and slide for like 7 yards on average, like whatever. But yeah, give me the Jets, easy. I'm going to be taking that spread as soon as we.
Yeah, I never thought I'd say give me the Jets easy until I found out this game was happening.
Yeah.
So I'll take the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jets, I might tease it up to 3.5, but I'll take that line.
They're due for a win.
Yeah.
For sure. They played way too well to be defeated at this point of the season.
I agree.
And then moving on to the 8:15 start, fuck you, NFL. The 2-1 Bengals going to Denver to face the 1-2 Broncos. Right now, Denver -7.5. That seems drastic for the way Denver's been playing. I guess I will take this right now. Spread aside, I don't think the Bengals have enough offensive firepower to keep up with the Broncos right now, with how stout that defense can be. And Bo Nix working through his sophomore slump aside, I think the Broncos take this at least with a touchdown victory at home.
Okay, so Broncos and who?
Bengals.
Jake Browning starting.
That's true. But the rest of their offense is fucking me fantasy-wise. So I'm gonna pick the Bengals because I want them to do well.
Okay.
All right.
I like it.
I'll take it.
I'm going to go stick with John and go Broncos just because
You're probably right.
Yeah. I think as much as I think that Jake Browning isn't a terrible backup, like he's a solid spot starter, he's a backup. And the Broncos, as John said, the Broncos have lost 2 games that like were very close with the Chargers and Colts. So I think the Broncos currently are the biggest underachiever in the NFL right now in terms of where I thought they would be. So give me the Broncos to make both teams 2-2. I would even take the Broncos by.
I kind of agree with you guys, but we kind of all pick the same shit.
That's fair. And I think I unfortunately have picked, again, aside from Miami Jets, I think I picked with the spreads.
I'll be right on the New Orleans Saints.
That's
They're
fair.
due for a win at some point this season.
I can't wait until that week is the one that's the only game you get right.
That'd be funny. Reverse.
We don't know what last week's games were yet.
That's
we'll
fair. We'll find out. We'll look through. But I guess wrapping up, it's been at this point, hopefully we'll cut some, but it'll be about 2 hours. Thank you for all who
We have to
listened.
cut at least 7 minutes because 2 hours is the max.
Yeah. Thank you for all who listened to this point. If you're still listening,
This is probably our best episode to this point. With all three of us here.
Pretty hard hitting.
Pretty hard hitting. I think we had a lot of good takes. Definitely some stuff to cut, but
I spoke a lot in the middle there.
I liked
so
it.
That's
Love
my
that.
fault.
That's
for
why it
making-
was
my fault
too
for
bad.
making this 6 minutes too long.
No, that's why it was
No.
the best one that we've done.
It
So
was
far.
all of us doing 1,700 cuts where you need to cut.
True.
2, 3.
But it was, I think in general, it was very, I think, thank you guys for listening.
Thank the 4 of you that listened last week.
Tell your friends.
You're way better than the
Subscribe,
85 that listened
like.
for episode 1.
Hit that bell thing.
Yep.
Yeah, like, subscribe, comment.
Even if you get bored, just scroll through the rest of the podcast. I mean,
subscribe,
you're not going to hear it
comment.
at this point, but
I know you're mostly my family, so just fucking do
I've
it.
seen y'all tagging us on other stuff. Just do the things.
You're mostly my family.
All right.
Just fucking do it.
And we'll catch you next week. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys for
Thank you guys.
watching. And
Love you. Bye.
Later, dickheads. And Andy.